Yeah. Where's Rockstar Mel?
Oh man, it's a beautiful Friday, man. Woo. Let's hear the drop. With a drop. All right.
Oh, you want the drop?
Yeah, let's hear the drop, man. Let's do it. That's what everybody just be like this.
I'm a Beavis and Butthead.
That's how we feeling on a Friday. Yeah, let's go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's that EDM, man. That's what I like. Yeah, let's go. It's 86 outside in New York City. What's good, man?
Yo, you know I'm out here again. Oh no, we ain't doing that. We keeping it PG out here.
What's going on? It feel like forever, man. We in the building, man.
We back, raw and uncut. What y'all talking about, man? You kidding me?
Hey, man,
you kidding
listen.
me?
You know, it's a big day today. Who going home? Who gonna live to see another day? The Knicks or the Golden State Warriors?
Oh, I thought you were talking about me because it's 90 degrees outside and I'm outside. Who's going home? Not me.
Hey, it's beautiful out there. I'll be out there in a minute.
Babe, I see you later, babe.
Yeah, that's right.
Tonight, who's going home? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I hope not my Knicks.
Me neither. Listen, they say something with Andrew Wiggins now. You know, now AD, you know, maybe a little concussed. Man, boss man. Yeah, so, you know, we gonna see, man. Two elimination games tonight. I love it. Oh, I love it.
I mean, we get it cracking with that first. Hold on, man. The Lakers in trouble.
I'm gonna say.
How you doing? Chilling. Howdy ho, neighbor. What happened? It's distracted?
I don't know if this is a great idea. I gotta keep going.
Yo, they loved it yesterday. Yeah.
I don't know. Game 7, yes, but right now, no. The game is in LA. So they still have an opportunity. So right now they're not in trouble, but if it goes to game 7, they're in big trouble. My Knicks is in trouble. We're gonna get to that later. Because you know, we can't beat Miami on their floor, especially with Jimmy Butler. But with the Lakers, they've shown throughout this series that they're not really in trouble. But they have to get it done tonight. If they don't get it done tonight, they done. What's going to happen with Andrew Wiggins? How healthy is Anthony Davis? A lot of people got to apologize to that young man too. You see what's going on, right?
With AD, I think that's tough. But
hold on. You see how many people got to apologize to him, right?
To Anthony Davis?
Yeah. Stephen A. apologized. No, hold on. Just real quick. Hold on. I'm only saying this. You know me. Listen, you know, our motto, they scared, but we not. But some things you got to be sensitive. A head injury, you know, that can linger on and a person can. So I know Stephen A. had to apologize, and Chuck and Shaq is getting a lot of backlash for laughing at him for being will called it out. Yeah, I mean, your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we felt the same way, like it happened in real time. We were live. We were talking about it yesterday. Mel and Rockstar Mel, shout out Rockstar Mel, and Turbo. We were on the live. The first thing we heard was Anthony Davis sitting down. The first thing I said to Turbo was, "Yo, he ain't coming back in the game. Game is over." Turbo was like, "Nah." I'm telling you, he doesn't want to come back. Then the next thing we know, we got an alert. Boom. Anthony Davis out in a wheelchair. We bust out laughing. Like that's just a reaction because of his reputation. Then when we heard, you know, possible concussion, we were like, Mel. First thing Mel said was like, "Oh, no, it's not funny." First thing he said.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know, as when you see Shaq and Charles, if they got the news it was a head injury, then you know it's tough. But I think his injury, they've been joking on him about his injury. So I just think we get too sensitive sometimes. And like, what does that really mean?
I
For me,
mean, I'm not. I think you were a little too harsh. I'm not. I mean, to say we sensitive too much. I mean, how long can somebody be? And I'm just saying now I'm saying him. Look at JaVale McGee. How long can somebody keep being the butt of people's jokes? Before they lash back. I'm being honest. That shit is kind of getting old. Like making fun of Anthony Davis. I'm being honest. I
street
mean,
clothes.
yeah. I mean, no, it's funny, but I'm saying let's find something else to do. Not saying us, but I'm just saying just the sports world in general. That shit is getting old. A lot of other people deserve smoke. Like why we keep picking on Anthony Davis? To me, it's like the JaVale McGee situation where JaVale McGee he had a talk. I forgot who he sat down with, and he was like, "Yo, it's funny after a while, but bruh, after so many years, it's like, yo, my dude, you got a personal thing. Like, how long you gonna joke about me?" So to me, I think the Anthony Davis thing is getting old because he was playing great basketball. And then when you watch the replay, he actually got hit in the head. So hopefully he's okay. But it's other players that should get that smoke. It seems like they pick on a
Who else?
selective group of players.
Okay, so who else should get the smoke?
Zion should be getting more smoke. Kawhi Leonard should be getting more smoke. If we're going to go that route and be insensitive and don't care about their injuries, you get what I'm saying? So
So
it's a lot of other players that should be getting way more smoke than Anthony Davis. He actually out there playing right now and making go to the Western Conference Finals, while other guys, no knock on them, they could have played and didn't play.
So I think that's what I said the other day. When you compare Kawhi and Kyrie, Kyrie's always in the limelight doing something, saying something. And I think regardless of how we feel about it, I like when Kyrie talks and he's just being himself and he's expressing himself. I love that because he's a smart dude. But along with that comes the rebelliousness, and then you bring this attention to yourself. Like AD being in LA with LeBron, that's a certain amount of attention, bro. You kind of signed up for that, man. You kind of did. Even Kawhi is getting some smoke. It just goes away because he's quiet.
But Faye,
There's no difference to me between Kawhi and Kyrie. He's just more
no,
quiet.
but I don't disagree with the LA point you made, but I disagree with he deserves that smoke. All right, where's the smoke for CP3? He should be called street clothes too.
CP3 definitely gets smoke, bro.
No, nobody get as much smoke as Anthony Davis. I'm listen what I'm saying, not from us. I'm saying the basketball world.
Yo, you can't listen. Nobody got more
What
smoke than Russell
what
Westbrook,
so hold
and,
on,
and that was not deserved.
why nobody was laughing at Chris Paul for having another groin injury? Where's the jokes on I'm saying on TV? Once
Oh,
again, where's the jokes on him?
well, Paul Pierce got the jokes for years about being in a wheelchair, bro. Like
No,
I think, some of that's what I'm saying. Some of this shit is like I get that once it became serious a head injury, I think everybody fell back. Even for Shaq to come out and say, "Yo, I wasn't even talking about that," and you know he was laughing about that. He's lying now.
no,
He's
right,
straight
right,
up
yeah, we
lying.
know that. No, but
Right.
Fade, what
But
I'm
I'm saying for him to recognize that shit is that serious.
no,
You know what I
all
mean?
right, right. I agree with you, but forget the wheelchair part. What I'm saying is, how long are we going to just keep getting on Anthony Davis when he gets hurt? When there's other players that get hurt just as much as him?
It's bro, we talk about every day. The Lakers in trouble. Lakers and Warriors, LeBron
No, yeah,
James. Come on now. Like
no,
we
but I'm
can't
not. No, but I'm not talking about us. Remember what I'm saying. That's the key word. I'm not saying us as fans. I'm saying the sports world who have a way bigger platform. I'm saying after a while with them, yo, man, it starts to get old. It's other players that deserve as much smoke as Anthony Davis when he's called street clothes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think it's par for the course, bro. Like, and I think LeBron and them are spinning this too. Like they're like, yo, all right, enough is enough. I think they're a part of. Remember, they play this game. Like we can't act like LeBron and them don't play this game. It's a media
Yeah,
game.
I
So
understand.
ESPN, like LeBron will get somebody fired or suspended from ESPN. Michael Jordan ain't talk to Sports Illustrated. Like it's all a power play. I'm not. I can't sit here and be like you exempt from criticism or be laughing at you, old dog. You're not supposed to listen to us. You're the talent. You're the warrior. I don't listen, man. Play the game. To me, like I'm not saying it's not a bad. Like what he's going through is crazy. That head injury is serious. I wish nothing but the best for him. To like now, I gotta feel bad for that. Nah, man, I gotta go pick up my kids, bro.
No.
What are you talking about? Not
No,
you,
I ain't
but
talking
the
about.
guys.
No. Oh, but I'm not
Yeah,
even
not
talking
you.
about feeling bad. Yeah, but it's not even about feeling bad. I'm just saying, after a while, it's like, yo, bro, that shit is getting old. I'm not gonna keep laughing at the same thing over and over and over again when there's other people we could be joking about and laughing at. I'm sorry. It's about 4-5 other players. My guy's in the building. Nick Pillow, what up, baby? Look, what he said. Shaq really only go after big men. It's weird. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. Stop, fellas. Hold on. Y'all got Scott Foster tonight. Definitely going. hey, listen. We all need a little help. I'm just saying.
Nah,
We
we
all need
don't.
a little help. Hey,
Scott Foster's not gonna help us. That's what he's saying. He's horrible.
he said it's definitely going game 7.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
the Sixers needed Scott Foster last night. Holy
No.
cannoli.
The Sixers needed another coach. I don't know what. Listen, man. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah,
Lakers
my
in
bad, my
trouble.
bad.
Lakers in trouble. I got to see the injury reports. Remember, I don't know what's up with Wiggins.
A
And I don't know
contusion to his ribs?
That's what
Now,
I'm saying.
so we didn't talk about last night's game because we're leading off with the Lakers, which is my fault because we should have let off with the last night's games. But DeAndre, the first thing we saw the report pop up yesterday, Zach was on with us. Shout out to Z Money. He said, yo, he's out with a bruised rib? Nah.
Hold on. You talking about Ayton?
Ayton out with a bruised rib.
Oh, yeah.
But if
I
I'm
seen
not
that.
mistaken, right. But with Wiggins, he's saying this is a fractured rib, if I'm not mistaken. That's different, bro. A cracked rib? Nah, you can't breathe. A bruised rib is like, yo, Zach was saying, yo, you put on, they got all types of padding now. Like, nah, he's just soft. He doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? But this is a big deal. Yo, LeBron, shout out to Dime Dropper. Major point. LeBron can't do shit when Wiggins is on him. Nothing. And if he's in any way, shape, or form different, damn.
And you know the word low key around everybody saying LeBron low key is hurt. So I said, here we go. You know what they doing, right?
What are they doing? What are they doing, Allball?
They building in that exclusive. If Golden State come down from 3-1 and win, I'm telling you. But the Lakers is in trouble in the sense that if they lose this game, they done. But they not in trouble yet because once again, the game is in LA. So they just got to take care of business. And especially if Wiggins isn't playing. But remember, Anthony Davis, I don't know how it is in NBA with the concussion protocol. He might not be able to play today.
No. He doesn't have a concussion.
Okay.
You can't list that as a concussion because then he's gone. That's why they were very careful with the media reports. That's what I'm telling you. They're in that at Shaq too much. Shaq and them too laughing too much. Why? We're not even talking about the fact that this is a potential concussion and he ain't supposed to be playing.
But right, hold on.
You know what I mean?
Stay right there.
It's all a game, man.
Hold on. Stay right there. He might not. He shouldn't play today. He might really be concussed. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah,
and that's why it's serious because when you get a concussion, you see what me and Zach talked about yesterday. In boxing, that's what happens. Remember, what was the fighter's name? The white boy in UFC. I forgot his name. Damn. But Joe Rogan broke it down before. Yo, when you get a concussion, once you get one concussion, you're susceptible to more concussions. So this might, because that hit, it looked light to somebody. But what if Anthony Davis was concussed before? Like, you just don't know. Everybody's built differently. He might have a glass jaw, whatever, but it is what it is.
But also, it can look like it ain't even about a glass jaw. You got to remember, these guys is some of the top athletes in the world. So physically, they're just strong. So a tap, you know, a tap to them is not a tap. Like
Right.
just imagine if Karl Malone just did this, he don't move and you just run into his elbow. Let
Oh,
alone if he do that a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
Kevon Looney's a big boy.
No, but that's my point. So what I'm saying is, remember them dudes is at full speed, and remember you getting hit without even knowing. That's the worst. So
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not going to downplay it. Look like no. I mean, the Lakers know, like you said, if the reports is it's a concussion, he can't play, and they know they done today. So it's tricky right now. They may have to limit his minutes. I don't think he's going to be fully healthy, man. So on that note, I might have to, I'm gonna have to go back and retract my retraction. They might know now thinking about it because he might not be healthy. They might be in trouble, Faye. But once again, Andrew Wiggins is out.
I
So
think I think that's it right there for me, bro. Because if LeBron, remember, he's not gonna give you 40, but it's the way he's moving, the way he's setting everybody up right now. Nah,
but Faye,
Braun is.
all right. So let me ask you a question for tonight's game. Who's more important to the team? And Wiggins to Golden State or Anthony Davis to LA?
You gotta give Davis the edge. He means way more to that team. But what
Right,
I'm telling
right.
you is, damn, Golden State without Wiggins, they're done. That's how I feel right now.
Nah. No. Anthony
That's how
Davis
I
without
feel.
Wiggins is done. So you telling me
The
to me,
Lakers. The,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, the Lakers without Anthony Davis or an unhealthy Anthony Davis who has to play with caution. To me, that's worse than Golden State without Wiggins. I'm sorry, because they still got Steph Curry and Clay, man. And
Nah,
all you gotta get is some, bruh. If they get some production from Draymond and Poole, how it's been going a little bit, bruh, Lakers is in more trouble. I'm sorry.
that's a good point. But see, again, that's a good point. But Draymond is so inconsistent.
I agree.
He's so inconsistent that the constant this series has been Wiggins bothering LeBron. Like
I
if you,
agree.
it's just a different level. So AD, the edge got to go to AD automatic. Nobody in the league
Yeah.
could do. That's what we say when you keep asking, is he a superstar healthy? Hell yeah. This guy's nobody could do this. Nobody could do this. So him out, but he's playing. He's playing now, and now now Golden State is missing Wiggins. I think Golden State's done. I think
I
they're
don't think
done.
so. I mean, but hold on. Did you see the video surfacing with Draymond Green trying to give Jordan Poole a foul and Jordan Poole pushed his arm away?
Yeah. Steph Curry told him, yo, we don't do that. We
No,
don't do that.
but hold on. Hey Curry, I love you. What you mean we don't do that? That man snuffed me. What you
Yeah,
talking about?
but Curry's a
Listen,
leader. Curry's
I
a
don't
leader. He
care.
went now, mind you, I like that.
Poole
I
ain't
like
do
that
nothing
video.
wrong. I love that video. Go ahead.
That exactly. No. I love the video because Draymond left it alone. He's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then Curry goes over there and goes, nah, you don't do that. We trying to win over here. And he goes back and daps Draymond because he's letting them know, like, I got your back, but you can't handle that right now. That's not for you right now. You know you got let up. You can't keep pushing this because you messed that up. And again, it shows you it ain't just the same way we talk about Michael Jordan, the hero ball shit. The hero ball ain't from him top to bottom in the organization. The Golden State Warriors are a well-oiled machine from the top to bottom. It ain't just Steph Curry. It ain't just Draymond. It ain't just Bob Myers. It's all of them. Yo, Jordan Poole's he's very immature. Very immature. And now his game is another reason why Andrew Wiggins is so important, because Jordan Poole has been stinking up the damn joint. We forgetting about this?
He's been terrible. He's been terrible. 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 So
Smiles for Cupcakes, what's up?
smiles for cupcakes. What's up? Yeah,
Yo,
so
listen, MVPs of the week for us. Pardon, Allball. Phoenix Play Z, Nick Pillow, Smiles for Cupcakes. They made our whole week, man. Turbo. They made our whole week, bro. They made our whole week, bro. They came through every day. Phoenix Play Z stepping up, talking his shit. I love it. But everybody, bro, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all really kept our week going.
Appreciate it. Yes. AD's a champion who been playing well. Yeah. That's what I'm
All world
saying.
defense.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, I don't respect him being a butt of a joke. Now, if he's been playing horrible, then I get it. But once again, that's just my opinion. I can be wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. But tonight is a big game, and they're not in trouble because now, as we know, Andrew Wiggins is not playing. So we know, we're gonna need a big game from Curry and Clay. But I always told everybody in the beginning when they said who's the factor for me, Klay Thompson. Klay
I mean,
Thompson.
big Clay. Who he's been having a bad series though, bro. Terrible
I'm not
series.
gonna. Who? Klay Thompson?
Yes,
Nah, a
yes.
terrible
His
series.
last bro. He hasn't had a good game since game 2. I think a decent game.
Gotta look that up. Gotta look that up. Gotta
Yeah,
look
bro.
that up. No. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying gotta look that up because he can't be having a worse
Somebody,
series than Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. That's what I'm saying.
I gotta say, Draymond's having a better series than Jordan
We gotta.
than
All
Clay.
right, we gotta look. All right, when we get a chance whenever, we gotta look at the numbers. No, we gotta look at the numbers. We gotta look at the numbers. Suns eliminated in the West. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Not for the Lakers. We'll talk about them tonight. I might go live. Let's talk about the Phoenix Suns. Oh, let's talk about it. Yes. Yeah.
Let's get to it. I'm trying to get the comments on here. You know, I'm outside. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's all good.
Let me take
Let's
that
talk
off.
about it.
Yeah, Phoenix Suns. What I say from the beginning when they got KD, it's not gonna happen, bro. Same thing with Dallas and with Dallas Mavericks. That trade reminded me of when Carmelo went to the Denver. I mean, when AI went to Carmelo's Nuggets. Yo, it's not gonna work. That one-on-one kind of offense is tough. And now I got to give even more credit to AI and Melo on that team because Dallas imploded, and now Phoenix is showing you this is way harder than you could ever think it is. Because Booker went out there and had a Hall of Fame first 4 games. In the last 2 games, he came back down to earth. He didn't shoot the same way, nowhere near it. AllBallTV, nowhere near it. And
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
surprised by it. But I know Dime Drop was having the time of his life calling them the Phoenix Bums, all because of your man. The guy you said, this is what we're waiting for. Speaking of not getting any smoke, KD.
Now,
That's the guy you've been waiting for this, old boy.
yes. Now, let me say this. First, I gotta admit I was wrong. When this trade happened, I said they the favorites. They going to the finals. I said it, so I was wrong. Now, let's talk. KD should have stayed in Brooklyn for all this. This is what I don't understand. What happened yesterday? Like y'all just laid the egg.
With
Kevin Durant deserves a lot of smoke, right? I like Kevin Durant, man. I'm a big fan. His game is out of this world. But he's not, you cannot deny the moves he makes. It's just mind-boggling. And when it doesn't work, he and everyone else expects for you to not be spoken about or get no smoke. Bruh, since you first went to Brooklyn, you've been horrific, man. Like your playoff appearances, your playoff whatever, it's just bad. It's just bad, man. It's bad. Chris Paul, you can't stay healthy, retire. If you can't stay healthy, retire. Listen, man, Phoenix Suns gave that man so much money. I don't know what's going on, but if you're not healthy, retire. I'm not giving him no excuse. I'm not going for the bench was depleted. They gave up everybody. I don't care. You got Kevin Durant and you have Devin Booker. You should not be getting smoked like that. Now, if every game was competitive and close, then I can respect it. But when y'all losing by 30 in multiple games, in all y'all losses, y'all average, I think, 17 point something in losses. But you're a superstar and you don't care about your legacy? Nah, bro. Nah. Listen, man. The way y'all dudes operate, you're supposed to have more championships. The way y'all dudes operate, you're supposed to have more accolades. I'm sorry. You dudes is going to super teams and it's not working. What's the purpose of building a super team, leaving a team, messing that team up, and then it don't even work. Remember, KD, you said New York wasn't cool. You said that.
So the Knicks weren't relevant.
But you said no. At the time we wasn't. I respect that. But you said we wasn't cool. We still here, bro. And we looking like one of the coolest organizations all year. Nothing personal, don't know them. But you deserve some type of smoke. There's too many excuses for you. It's too many. It's too many. I'm saying, what now? Like, all jokes aside, what now for Kevin Durant? What now? Your opinion, what now?
You got to remain second, third option because that's who you really are at your heart. You ain't no first option. You were, again, Kyrie, you were bouncing around the league.
Hey, Faye, wait. Before you finish your point, I'm asking you. I want you to answer this. What now as his legacy? Can it be official? He should not be compared to some of the greatest small forwards of all time?
You're a tier below. Dime Dropper said it beautifully last night on the live. Don't compare him to Dr. J. Don't compare him to no LeBron James. Him and Kawhi is neck and neck right now because, their injuries, their history.
Don't compare to Larry Bird. So now, is he in that tier with Carmelo and them guys?
No.
Or is he a tier under that?
Yeah. See, how much better is he than Carmelo now? Melo came out and played every single game. Melo came out and gave it his all. We can't go there with Carmelo and KD. Who would I rather have at this point during their career? We might have to go with Carmelo because he's sticking to his guns. He ain't bounced from team to team like that. He bounced from one team to another, but I think that's a real conversation between Carmelo and KD now, which is crazy. I never would have said that 4 years ago, but now you put yourself in that lane. You can hear me good, Allball?
Yeah, I can hear you. My son had called, so that's why the phone did that.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
I kept it professional.
I can hear you.
But yeah, he's been knocked down that notch. When he came to Brooklyn with Kyrie, you didn't want to be the leader. Again, say what you want about Carmelo. I had plenty of criticism. He came to the Garden and put the team on his back. He didn't shy away from the media. He didn't make any excuses. He took the last shot. He took all the bullets for his teammates. KD ain't really, and not to say he's a bad guy. I think he's a really good guy. He comes off that way. But again, going back to my point before with AD going to LA, joining with LeBron. If you don't want a certain limelight on you, there's certain steps you don't take. You don't call the Knicks fan base irrelevant. Big mistake. The loudest, most obnoxious fan base that we got in any sport damn near is the Knicks fan base. And you called us out, and then you left that poop stain in Brooklyn. Come on now. You deserve all kind of smoke now.
And also, Chris Paul, the talks is over. You're not top 5 point guard ever. You might be barely cracking top 10. Yeah. Like, come on, that's what I'm saying. We gotta have smoke for everybody. Bro, in the biggest moments, y'all guys can't stay healthy or you don't show up. I'm sorry.
So that's tough because when you got the Stockton thing, Stockton was still kind of Stockton, year 20. Chris Paul has not, hasn't been consistent enough, and that's where Stockton gets his just due. But
did you hear what Baron Davis said about John Stockton?
Yeah, embarrassing.
Exactly. That's my point.
Walked him down wherever he wanted. He said he embarrassed me.
Right now, Steve Nash is better than Chris Paul. I'm sorry. I'm going there. Yeah.
That's tough.
Hey, man,
it's tough for me to.
I can't depend on you in the big moments in the big games.
It's tough for me to knock him. Yeah. And Steve Nash, you could. You expected him to be because they played with the same rules. So Steve Nash, you expected him to be Steve Nash. He controlled the game major. He changed his dieting. There was no injuries to Steve Nash until late when he got to, by the time he got to the Lakers, he was done. He was done there. He kind of led this wave of athletes eating right and everything. And being in Phoenix. The Phoenix Suns don't get enough credit. I know we harping on them right now, but that organization, even with that terrible owner, they still don't get enough credit for rehabbing Grant Hill, making sure Shaq stayed in shape back then. So Chris Paul, and so now, damn. Wouldn't you have expected Chris Paul to be better in that organization if that's what they're known for?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
So
Like
damn, yeah.
this is a disaster. Like, see, I keep it real. For me, it's how you lose. This in the fashion it's the fashion of how you lose.
Yeah.
If it's 6 games or 7 games and they all close games and overtime and it's some game winners, like, bro, Denver blew y'all off the floor. Pause. Like,
Back to back seasons.
And we gotta start putting some respect with a K. Joker, the best player in the league, hands down.
Come on now.
Hands down.
Come on
hands
now.
Down. It's not even close. It's not even close. I'm tired of that shit. It's not even close.
If it wasn't for James Harden, that Celtics series would have been over. Been over. I was saying that during the season. There is no Maxey or James Harden.
Listen.
My bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. There is no Maxey or James Harden for Joker. He doesn't have that sidekick like that. Jamal Murray's close to it, but even he's not Harden.
No, but hold on. I'm this way. I'm gonna disagree with you at. Jamal Murray is just as good as Maxey.
Maybe. Okay, I'll give you that. But yeah I'm sorry.
But
Maxey, right.
The hard thing with Michael Porter Jr. being so inconsistent. I understand what you're saying. I agree to that.
No, good point. No. Great correction. Great retraction. Jamal Murray and Maxey could be on par. If not, Jamal Murray's better. I'll take that back. But as a number 2, James Harden is there performing the way he was paid to do and brought there to do by Daryl Morey. Even though he's getting over that torn hamstring, I think it was grade 3, whatever it was. So anyway, but the point is, Joker this is amazing. He's doing. Remember, I called him out. I said I want to see Western Conference Finals, and if you don't make it, it's how you lose. He put up a 50 ball when they went down, and he pushed the other team's owner. That's what I want to see. He hasn't gotten kicked. Remember, Joker got kicked out of a couple playoff games.
Yes.
I didn't like seeing that. That shows me you ain't focused. You ain't locked in like that. And now can't say that about Big Joker.
So let me ask you a question. What's next for Kevin Durant? Your opinion.
He's gonna ask for a trade to go to the Denver Nuggets.
I see somebody put that.
Wait, I didn't even see that. Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I see somebody put that.
Oh, right. But I'm thinking that's his thing. He got to stay in Phoenix. That's what I told you. He got to stay in Phoenix and just be a number 2 or number 3. Well, there's nothing you can. That's who you are. You don't want to be. Stop trying to play the man.
Number 3. All right, but hold on. Come on, number 3. You going a little too far now. Number 3.
Dog, Aaron Gordon was pushing him, pressing him as a number 2 option.
No.
He didn't he had a great series defensively. I got to give him that.
Hey, Kevin Durant, number 3 option. Come on now,
he's 30. He's in his. What was the first thing I said when they traded him over there and everybody's getting hyped up? I said, bro, he's in his mid to late 30s, injury prone already, getting over serious injuries. What do you expect from him? That's taxing on his body.
You don't think Kevin Durant could be the best player on the championship team no more?
No, hell no. Yo, bro, what the hell? What in the last 2 seasons have you seen to even indicate any of that? He got swept bad last year by a great defense with a great conversation. He got swept last year by a great defense with the pressure on you. You ain't no number 1. This year, you could. Are you telling me he's the number 1 right now? No chance. He's the number 1.
I mean, it might hurt to say he's still a number 1 option. I'm sorry. I mean, you may not like it, but anywhere he goes, he's still a number 1 option. Name one team right now he go to that he's not a number 1 option.
The Phoenix Suns. What are you talking about?
The team he's on now. Yeah,
bro. Booker played. Like, look at the effort that Booker showed. That's what those first 4 games. That was all just he tried to will his way, but it's not. Some people don't. You're not built like that. You're not built like LeBron is built differently to take it to that level. When KD is just older, bro. He's older. It's not knocking who he is. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. He should be one of the first names mentioned in this era. But you in the Carmelo class now, Papa, and he ain't even got no rings.
But now, my thing with Kevin Durant and Chris Paul, because he deserves just as much smoke. When it comes to greatest small forwards all time, I understand the skill set, but when we talking Larry, LeBron, Dr. J, and the guy that everybody respects, and he's my top 5, Scottie Pippen. I can't mention Kevin Durant with those guys. Sorry. I'm just not. I'm over that. He might have one of the greatest skill sets at that height. I understand, but you can't get it done. And you have numerous opportunities with great teams to get it done, and you haven't gotten it done. Chris Paul. These are who I'm putting over Chris Paul. Magic, Curry, Stockton, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Gary Payton. Like, I probably have to think of some more, but I'm over Chris Paul as well. Yeah. Like right now for me, if I go into the archive, he might be 10th at best. But if I dig a little deep, I'm pretty sure I can find 8 or 9. Yeah, I'm done with him. I'm done. If we gonna make fun about Anthony Davis, I gotta make fun about Chris Paul. I'm done,
Always.
bro.
And by the way, we talked about it last night. His contract ain't guaranteed. If he gets cut before June 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, of this year, he's owed $15 million. That's off the books. I think he gets $15 million or something like that. Right. Next year's contract, if he gets cut, he doesn't get any money, and he's owed $40 million back in next year's part of the deal. So they're gonna shop him. You have to, because Phoenix's chance. Phoenix does. I mean, come on now. You got now KD and Booker. Those are championship style weapons on offense.
Exactly.
On the scoring load. I can't front on that. Can't say that, but you got to surround them. And there's a whole bunch of free agents, role players that are out there. And Nas Reed being out there is major. They got a bunch of people. Nick Pill is gonna mention all of them, because it was he broke it down great yesterday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, man. You know, it's we got to start being fair to everybody. I'm sorry. Suns, very disappointing season. You made that trade for nothing. Y'all could have got hit with what y'all had. For all that, see, that's my point. If that move ain't getting you a championship, what is it for? Especially if you have championship caliber expectations. That roster is made for you drop that championship. Terrible. If I'm Phoenix and I'm the owner, I don't know. I may try to shock you.
You have to. Remember, he played under Mike Izzo at Michigan State. He's a ball player. I called him a Karen initially because he flopped when Joker pushed him. But I like what he said. He came out and he said, yo, don't suspend him. He showed the baller side of him. Like, nah, I want that guy on the court to beat them. I want their best. I want to beat their best at their best. And the Phoenix, if they want to get better and be at their best, I would think they're shopping Chris Paul and Ayton. Ayton doesn't want to be there.
No. Let me ask you a question. Should they think about trading Kevin Durant?
I mean, I think anything's in the air, but I don't think that's their game plan, because, listen, KD and Booker do look amazing together. Like I say about Tatum and Brown on offense, I'm saying specifically. Me and Flea were going back and forth yesterday. On offense, Booker and Durant, when Durant goes on that left side of the court, it changes everything, because now Booker can go right. That, I can't front. You get a couple pieces. Cameron Payne, you can improve on a guy like that. If you get Fred VanVleet is a free agent?
Yes.
I think that was Nick Pillow's guy mentioned yesterday. Big deal. Imagine him going, you got him possibly with the Bucks, the Phoenix Suns.
Crazy. Even Miami.
Fred VanVleet that's a major piece
Fred
this
VanVleet is flying under the radar, and he's a great basketball player, and he's a great guard. Like, he's flying under the radar, and you just made a great point. He's going to make a difference on a basketball team. One of them teams that need a guard. Listen.
The three players to me, let's say the Phoenix Suns, right? They got a super offense with more pieces around them. They can just, at the flash of a pan, they scoring 30. The Kings, yo, dog, that Mike Brown relationship with Golden State and specifically Draymond Green. I know we're not big fans of him, but I like his toughness. I like his leadership. If Sacramento can weasel their way to get a Draymond, Naz Reid, and a Fred VanVleet, or any combination of those two or three,
All right, but let
we're
me ask you a
talking
question.
about.
You get Van Vliet. Are you putting Fox at the 2?
To me, he's already a 2 anyway. And then on top of that, now you're really making him a 2, and he doesn't have to bring
But
the ball up.
I think my opinion, I could be wrong. I think Fox needs the ball in his hands. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's as effective playing off the ball, to be honest with you.
No, but that's why you got. See, that was my thing with SGA and even John Morant. Once these guys learn how to play off ball, that's the part that they never learned about from Steph Curry. De'Aaron Fox, that's the reason why he's big time in crunch time, bro. You got Sabonis in there to spell you and run some of the offense, do some of the dribble handoffs. With Fred VanVleet in there, bro, that changes a lot. And you added Draymond. I know what we think about Draymond. I know what we think about Draymond, but imagine just those. I don't care if it's 5 or 10 possessions where you got somebody else making the right read, and bringing toughness to Sacramento. Yo, listen, man, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
But hold on, we upgrading all these other teams. Why we can't get Fred VanVleet?
You want Fred VanVleet and Brunson on the same team?
Why wouldn't I? You crazy? Yeah, why wouldn't I? I want good players, man.
We already got IQ.
He can shoot.
Yeah.
Get me, man. I take him over. I take
him over
all them dudes.
Yo, Naz Reid and VanVleet would be that is major. Because now you got somebody who can handle the ball aside from Brunson.
Hey, listen.
And now you got a real point guard.
Hold on. Look, you sign with us. We gonna trade for Siakam. Let's get it. Nah, bro. For real, man. You crazy?
We'll get to these comments real quick before the rapid fire.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Hot take: none of these players, none of these injury-prone stars should be slandered. Only time a star should get slandered if they see some controversial stuff or perform bad on the floor. I mean, I think it's par for the course at this point. You're the face of an organization. You're getting hundreds of millions of dollars, bro. It's kind of like you're a spokesperson. It sucks, but it sucks laying on $100 million too, right? I agree with Allball. This is rare. It truly depends on the injury of a player. Now or never, we need that vintage LeBron game. Shit. Before we start criticizing and evaluating this place, we must find out what happened first when it comes to injuries. Yeah, like I said, boss man, we responded, we're reacting in real time to the news, and we were live. So, but Shaq and Charles have a history of being a little too silly too about certain subjects. I'm still, I don't care what my criticism or anybody's criticism of Kyrie is. Shaq did some sucker shit right there with Kyrie. Travis Berry, these days we don't even see when they get injured anymore. A lot of it is after the game. Hey, Nick Pillow, no disrespect, but all respect to Travis Berry. His name is Boss Man in these YouTube streets. Phoenix plays AD. AD not even close. LA's defense tanks. AD to the Lakers. Draymond might let LeBron score. That's his king.
Hey, Nick Pillow, thank you. I love you for that. That's right. Oh my God, this LeBron. Yo, Draymond Green's love for LeBron is out of control, bro. Oh my God.
He got LeBron pillowcases.
Oh man, the sheets and everything, man. You kidding me? Ay.
Ask Fabian, do he need a helmet? Wait, me or Anthony Davis? Fabian, you need a helmet. Why? What does that mean? By the way, Fred VanVleet and Terry Rozier to Phoenix rumors were confirmed today by Jake Fisher. Wow. Thanks, Phoenix Crazy.
I don't like the Terry Rozier to Phoenix. I'm being honest with you. Nah, that don't.
I like Rozier to Phoenix. If you got,
nah, I don't like Rozier.
With a combination of VanVleet and Terry Rozier, I mean, it's kind of small at the guard, but that combination.
They don't need both. That's what I'm saying. They don't need both. I like homeboy coming off the bench, man. We just said his name, left-handed. I just forgot his name that quick.
Cam Payne?
Yeah, Payne does his job well, man. I'm being honest. The backcourt of Rozier, nah.
Scary Terry is tough, though.
Yeah, but his ship sailed, man. I'm being honest, man. He's not no starting point guard in the league. I'm sorry. Not on the championship
Not
team.
starting. Hold on. No, but he's not on the championship. Jordan is selling the team. Like that organization is horrible.
Right, yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, say what you want about LeBron.
But at one point, Scary Terry was like on the up and coming. That was a big move
On Boston
for him leaving Boston, right? Going out there starting, and to me, he's still a good player. But I would love him coming off the bench for a great team. But him being a starter, nah, I don't see that. And I like Cameron Payne over there. I really do. He does his job.
Phoenix plays you saying KD's better than KD's better than Carmelo. Let's not push it. I'm just saying, like, why is he that much better than him if Melo takes the reign of leadership more seriously? He takes the bullets. KD, he's been running. I disagree. Chris Paul still has a case for top 5 point guards. Let's not be prisoners of the moment. That's what we do here, Phoenix plays Z. And you need to bring your loyalty, your logic.
No, but hold on. It's not prison of the moment, Phoenix. I've been saying this forever. I'm sorry. And he don't play in big games. Nah, you could miss that. And when he do, I ain't listen. I'm not even talking about Chris Paul no more. Tell him to get on the floor.
Boss man said, but last night KD took all shots for Devin Booker for not attending the media session. I did not know that, boss man. I did not know that.
Man,
good point.
I don't care about nothing. Boss man, I love you. I don't care about none of that. He wet the bed again. Sorry. Got to hold these guys accountable. He's a super duper star. He wet the bed.
Dom Dropper, stop sneaking in the comments. Just jump in here. I see you in there lurking with like Anakin.
Well, hold on.
Judges.
Can we talk about Boston and Philly?
Yeah, of course.
Doc Rivers needs to be fired immediately. Dom, what up, Dom?
Allball.
Oh, dude, man. Hey, Dom, I've been hiding, man. Brother.
Hiding?
Yeah, man. My Knicks, man. Big game tonight, man.
Huge.
One of y'all, I don't know how to do a comment on here. Oh, post come, my bad. I'm sorry. I found it. I'm sorry. Being on my phone is a little bit different, guys. I apologize.
Hey, Dom, please, I want your opinion. Boston versus Philly, man. What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, with Philly. They had that game.
They choked, like every Glenn Rivers team does in the second round after 2012. They just I saw a comment, I think it was Nick Pillow on my live last night. He said they didn't hit a field goal for the last 7 minutes of regulation. You got to close.
Wow.
And Harden again, he's had 3 great games in the series, and they've won all of them. And Harden, he hasn't played well, they've lost. So it really seems like he's the X factor. But Maxey missed a couple easy runners. Embiid, where was he at the end of the game? And then Tatum, I mean, he stepped up to the plate. Having a tough shooting night, but he did all the other things to keep his team in the game, and he hit the big shots. But I think the role players really showed up. Marcus Smart, Al Horford's defense, Time Lord's defense, and the role players for Philly, they didn't come through. Niang. Niang was actually hitting. Melton and PJ Tucker didn't make their open threes, but now you're playing with fire. I also wanted to say I tuned into the argument yesterday, Rage Man and Mel. Properly entertaining. And I think Rage Man was actually making some decent points, honestly.
Yeah, I call him 2 Cream 4, man. Zach Turbo, what up, y'all? I call him Cream 4. It's hilarious.
Oh man,
good to see you back in the building, Allball. I love when you and Fabian chop it up first. I like listening to you guys dialogue, go back and forth. So glad to see you back, man. I was getting worried.
Hey, listen, man, I missed y'all brothers. I told Fabe earlier, yeah, I had like I tell y'all family, so I'll let you know I'm trying to get my TLC license. So I was doing a 24-hour class, but they break it up into 3 days. So
okay, good.
I was doing that. And then also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about my Knicks. So
you should be.
I was hiding a little bit. I'm hiding still low, and I'm gonna pop out tonight.
As you should be. I respect it, man. It, man. It's going a tall order tonight, but I wanted to say a couple things.
Me too.
During this playoff run, I finally had the courage to say how I really feel about Durant, and I'm sticking to it. I've been feeling this way about him for years, And I never understood why we gave him such a pass. And I think it's because he's 7 feet tall and he does things that a shorter guy that we're used to doing. So and I've come to this conclusion this year with podcasting and doing media, that we give people that can score really well the benefit of the doubt, and we don't look at the game completely and what they really are. And I'm gonna shout out a guy, Fabian probably knows who he is on Twitter, Cecil Williams Dime, Westbrook's cousin. And he had posted something about floor raisers versus ceiling raisers. And I'm gonna admit, Dime, that's more like your generation's term. I didn't really understand it till this year. And it really clicked with KD. He said ceiling raisers win you championships, meaning like they can take whoever. So that's LeBron, that's Kawhi, that's Steph. They can elevate that's Jordan, that's Shaq, whoever, right? But ceiling raisers, they're really talented. They can probably be a franchise guy, get you to a couple rounds in the playoffs, but they don't necessarily win you championships unless the roster is really perfect. And that's what Devin Booker and Durant are. They're ceiling raisers. If you really look at it, and I'm just about to drop a video later, I just scheduled it. It's literally like you had two good to great players make one player. But the problem is they was facing another team that had one great player with a better roster.
It just needs a shape. It's just.
Who is that talking?
I don't know. I don't need to cut. It just needs to be.
I don't know. That's
somebody. They need to shave some. They need to cut.
Yeah, we need.
Who's
I gotta mute all mics.
That's not a Turbo or Boss Man, right?
I don't
know.
TV.
I don't know who that is.
All right,
I'm just listening.
I just wanted to add that point, man. I think I agree with Allball. We give KD too much leeway because we love the talent. We know we real giddy, like high school girls over the talent. But the bottom line is, man, he's just one of the best offensive weapons that we've ever seen. He's not a number one option anymore, especially, and I would argue he probably never was a real number one option on a championship level team. He just wasn't. He just wasn't. And
it's about time we say this. It's about time we say this.
It's not
tired of it.
reactionary.
I'm tired of the disrespect to Larry Bird.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. It's insane. He's not even in the same stratosphere as them guys. We gotta seriously. As long as I'm podcasting and you talking with me, we gonna get past the little sugarcoat. We think some little cute stuff, bro. We gonna really talk basketball and get past like just because he can dribble and hezzy and it look cool and all that. He not even in Bird in them class, bro. So Phoenix got a lot of questions to answer. Chris Paul is old. That's a great point about Steve Nash. Chris Paul just hasn't been able to get it done when it really matters. And I love Chris Paul. But Phoenix got a lot of questions. And the media owes Nikola Jokic an apology, mainstream media. They just do, man.
Zach, did you
and then I'll
let
somebody
hear?
Else rock.
No, Zach, did you hear Mark Jackson's apology?
You know what? And only reason I'm giving Mark, I believe Mark, because Mark doesn't have a reputation of, excuse my language, of fuck shit. He just don't. I would just want to know, how did you make that kind of mistake? What's the process with the ballot?
I just want to give Mark Jackson his credit because he made a major retraction of the retraction. He said, "Yo, the way he voted was 1 center, 2 forwards, 2 guards." He said, "I totally apologize." Yes. He said, "Yo, if you want, take my vote away. I totally apologize." He's in the conversation. I still got him second to Embiid, but that's my bad.
Hold on, y'all don't hear it's like kids in the background.
Yeah, I don't know who has that.
That's me. I'm muting. They just ran in the room and bombarded me. I was getting ready to hit mute. About to hit mute.
No, Zach, it's okay. I just want to make sure we all was hearing that because at first he was like it was something else. So I just wanted to make sure we was all right.
So Allball, Mark Jackson got to start giving us some damn props. He retracted the retraction in beautiful fashion, though.
So he really voted for MVP like it was all NBA? I'm confused.
Yes. And he
that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
But no, Zach, come on now. Like this is a teachable lesson for anybody. I don't care how.
It's a teachable lesson, but what I'm saying is, Fabian, we could crack jokes about who gets the vote now, but I mean that's still a very coveted thing. It's important that you should know what you're doing. I'm addressing one side of the argument by just saying that for him, like that's crazy. Now I can appreciate that he did apologize, but that's crazy, bro. That he
Zach,
thought
but
he was
Zach,
with the all NBA.
no,
team.
but I wanna push this point though, because
Okay,
none of these other guys are coming out saying anything.
that's
None of
fair. I agree.
Kendrick Perkins came out and made it a race war about dog.
Right, right.
So at least you gotta acknowledge, yo, if I made a mistake, yo, he put his sword down. I respect Queens in the building, New York in the building, Mark
But
Jackson, one of the greatest point guards ever.
That's all he always been. So that's why that makes sense, because all he's been all you see is a stand-up guy. All he's been is a straight-up stand-up guy, man. So kudos and shouts out to Mark Jackson. That's crazy.
Hey, hold on. Hey, boss man. What's up, boss man? You can hear? Yo.
He's getting the buttons ready, I think.
But I want.
He probably meant to press Mike instead of Cam.
Turbo Dom, all y'all. I want to ask y'all a question, and I've been saying this for a while. Boss man, what's good? You can hear me?
Mike, your mic.
Oh, he must. I don't know.
Oh.
Let me ask y'all. All right, yeah, he good. Let me ask y'all a question. I don't care who goes first, and I've been saying this for a while. Do y'all feel some type of way with some of these players where the team literally has to be perfect for them to win? Like they literally have to have the best point guard, the best shooting guard, the best center, or a bit like the greatest coach. I'm starting to feel some way with these Kevin Durant's, these Chris Pauls, these Kawhi Leonards. I'm being honest. Where if it's not perfect for them, they don't win, and then the sports world finds any and every excuse for them. Do y'all have a problem with that?
I mean, I'll go first. I don't have a problem with it, because the way I look at it, usually the greats are the ones winning the championships anyway. They're usually the ones that can rise above no matter what their roster is anyway. I just think the proper conversation, all balls, should be, look at these guys for what they are and stop trying to hype them up to be something they're not because you like them as players. Mm-hmm. That's why that Devin Booker MVP conversation, the last, was asinine. Yeah, he had a moment. Yeah, he's a good player, but let's not put him in the same category as the other guys. And that doesn't mean he's a bad player. We just don't put him in the other category. So that's how I look at it, all ball.
Got you. Go ahead, Turbo.
No, I agree with what Zach is saying, but I wanted to. Well, we can finish that like down the road, because I wanted to address the whole Phoenix situation, but that's a whole nother topic for later. But yeah, I kind of agree with what he said, because if you're a star, of course you want the right coach, the right players. You want to be in the right fit. You want to be comfortable. So I don't have no issue with it at all.
Dom, your thoughts, please.
On Chris Paul?
No, just as far as like some of these players, it's like we always saying, yo, they need all of this to win. And it's just like, I'm seeing now with these organizations, like with Denver, with Milwaukee, even with Miami, even with Golden State, Cleveland to a certain extent with LeBron. Hey, man, it takes maybe 3 to 5 years to really build that chemistry. Let these guys grow into themselves, into the superstardom that they should be, and then you roll with it. But it seems like these guys just need perfect situations to win, and when they don't win, we make every excuse in the book for them.
Well, give me an example. We're talking like Kevin Durant for one?
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, it's hard for me to top what Zach said. I mean, we talked about this last year when they lost to Boston. It wasn't that they lost. It was the fashion in which he lost.
Yeah.
And, we all made some of us, like Zach and I, we said what we need to say about KD, how we don't think he's on that pantheon of like the top 12 players ever. And it's like, look, okay, this. And listen, I want to make this very clear about KD. Just because I don't think he's on the level of like Larry Bird and like Steph Curry or LeBron or these people, he's with like the Elgin Baylors, the Charles Barkleys, the Dirks, Garnetts. Like I would put him there. Is that so bad? Is that so bad to be considered one of those guys? Like this, how good you have to be at basketball to be part of this? It just shows how hard it is to lead teams to chips. And I think KD, he lacks some of the intangible things, as Zach said last year. Like he's not really a leader. I think he's a lead by example guy, but he needs a vocal guy with him to me. I think Chris Paul is that, but he's not the right fit for these guys anymore. And I always have had doubts about KD leading a team to a championship because when he sees multiple defenders and really physical one-on-one defenders, he just takes a lot of tough shots. And I don't think he really makes I think he's easy to play with, but I don't think he really elevates the other guys so much relative to other stars in history. So I've always said it. I don't think KD's ever going to win a championship as the best player. And that's fine. I know who he is. And I'm only going to get mad and annoyed if people compare him to certain guys. But if we all know what he is, then yeah, they lost to a better player and a better team, Jokic and the Nuggets.
Good point. Good point. Great point. Y'all all make great points.
And don't get started on Chris Paul either. I also have a lot of respect for him, but he's not going to win a championship to me.
No, that shit has failed. But I'm not gonna like look at his career as a disappointment or a failure. I look at it totally different. But that's a whole nother topic for later.
No. But I mean, I can state it. I'm never going to look at none of these guys' careers as failures. But I'm gonna look at that as far as like, don't talk to me about top 5. Don't talk to me about as far as with Chris Paul. A lot of guys may say, he top 5 greatest point guard ever. I don't want to hear that no more.
But Allball, that's why I came up with the chess pieces to rank players year by year. Because I was trying to come up with a system that was my own to show that there's levels and that it's okay. And the chess piece was perfect because almost like a pyramid, it gets smaller at the top.
Yeah.
Everybody shouldn't be able to fit in that. And I don't know, and it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I'm just big on, man, like I said, man, it's in the fashion of how you lose. I don't care if you lose in 6 or 7 games. You're a superstar, keep it close, fight till the end, close games, maybe overtime. These guys getting blown by 30, man. Come on, man.
30. Cameron Payne led them in scoring last night.
Like, come on, man.
Cameron Payne led them in scoring. Yeah. He had 31.
So Z, when they laugh at my Knicks, right? Which it's all in fun. I don't take it personal. It's all fun. We ain't got no superstar. We ain't got no future Hall of Famer. We ain't got no MVPs. We ain't got no champion. We ain't got none of that. And we fight. These dudes is getting smoked by 30, man. And some people have them in top 10 greatest categories ever. So, like I said, man, I respect them. None of them is failures as far as their careers and in life. But as a season, hell yeah, they failed. A move like that, that's championship or bust. I'm sorry. I don't care how the team was depleted. I don't care about they ain't had no bench. You link up like that is for one reason and one reason only, to win a championship. And they drop the ball. Sorry.
Shout out Boogie Braun in the building. LeBron and KD are the same guys. They play with the most talented players ever. I mean, but again, these guys are proving to me. Dom hates when I say this, but all this shit proves to me is that the championship thing, to me, when you factor in who's great, that's a matter of the team and all that. But your effort, I don't need a championship to prove whether or not you gave that much effort, bro. I don't.
That's true.
John Stockton, to me, is a legendary winner, regardless. He ain't in my top 5. It ain't because he's not winning the championship, it's because I see better point guards than him. But I'd rather at this point, everybody got to say, I'd rather have him than CP3.
Whoa.
Because he's gonna. Well, the second half of his career is totally different, bro. Like, we don't have to worry about John Stockton pulling up with a groin injury. He's giving you 10 points at 50% shooting. He's diming the ball out. And truth be told, they're not gonna say this, in this era, John Stockton would kill.
Oh yeah,
he would destroy this era.
Oh,
that's true.
So, but
a good argument.
But again, my point ain't got nothing to do with that. It's all about. And by the way, yo, Boogie Braun, you want to jump in here? The link is in the chat. Tap there's a link in the chat. Just tap on that where you see your comments popping up. It ain't got nothing to do with that. That's why I always try to explain it, Dom. And anyone, it's all about, to me. I can tell. We root for somebody based on what their performance is. We see the first half of LeBron's career versus the second half of LeBron's career. It's a totally different approach to the game on that court. It just is. So I don't need the chip to prove that to me. I just need to see it on the court. That's all. And we ain't see that enough from KD. I think all the criticism is fair. Yo, boss man, why do I need a helmet?
You got a bike?
No. I can't do that.
Hey,
I talked to you offline about that, boss man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had a bike. That's all.
Can I respond to one of the comments?
Yes, of course.
Phoenix Play Z says, Dime, you know I've been anti-Stockton. Stop gassing that Malone merchant. All of his assists for him hunting Malone for the assist. He's not that guy. Phoenix, man, you're younger than me. I mean, I need to hear your extensive tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to tell me your credentials for saying that, because a lot of people my age say that when we haven't watched a lick. You see a couple highlights of Stockton throwing the ball to Malone in the post or something, and we think that's how they all got their assists. I'm not going to roll with that. I got to watch the tape. Plus,
listen, go ahead, Dom. No, go ahead, Dom. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I can't speak. That's all for you guys, actually. You speak on that. Was Stockton just getting Malone by throwing it?
Well, I want Boss Man to say something, but I'll say something real quick. I've watched Stockton my whole life. Like I said, I'm 45. I've been watching this game forever. What Stockton did on the court, on both ends of the floor, you got to remember, not athletic, little, very little, strong. Baron Davis just explained how great Stockton is. And Baron Davis is one of the greatest point guards ever played from an athletic standpoint and just his game in general.
Yeah.
So when you got guys like
the
that
original
going,
Westbrook.
So but it's not when you got guys like
Gary Payton said he
Baron Davis, right? But he's basically saying, bro, that guy embarrassed me. Because once again, they study the game. See, that's the difference. But Bossman, I want you to finish. Your thoughts on John Stockton that people don't see.
Well, I mean, since we talk about ages, I'm almost 60 years old. So I had a chance to see all of them. Doesn't mean my opinion is better than anyone else's. Right. You know, everybody making great points about who they saw in the era. But when you got to think about with John Stockton, every night it was a superstar point guard. He was a point guard. You could go down the line. It was Isaiah. It was a Magic. It was Maurice Cheeks. It was the guy from Boston. God bless him. Oh, gosh.
Oh, Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson.
Tough.
So every night you had like you said, you had to study those players because they were so good. It was a big man game and the guards game. You had to have a good guard. You had to have a
Harper
great
in the West
point guard.
and Ronaldo Blackman, boss man. With Dallas.
I play devil's advocate though.
So
having tough in New York. Zach, go ahead though. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
having a player like John Stockton, somebody said it. I think you said it. He'll be an all-star. No question about it.
Over who?
Over
what guard is he better than right now? He wouldn't be a top 5 point guard in the league right now.
Right. I like you a lot. I respect your opinion. I'm just saying what I see. We measure basketball by the dunk and the flashiness.
Mel, let him finish. Mel.
We measure basketball at this era now at the flashiness. You have to be able to dunk the ball. You have to be able to throw be excited and do some kind of crazy dunk. No, it's basic basketball that wins these games. And the reason why Denver is beat Phoenix because they play basic basketball. They had a better team when it comes to basic. See, we look for this whole flashiness, and we forget about just play your game. Just do what you can do. If you're the shooter, then you shoot. I don't need you passing the basketball. If John Stockton is supposed to get you the ball in the low paint, get you behind it, and the ball will be right there. That's what we're missing, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, hold on, boss man. Mel, let me ask you this. So just imagine a player in today's game, right?
Right.
Just imagine they average 12 points, they first team all defense, and they lead the league in steals and assists. What would you say about that person? I'm just asking you.
That was just CP3, and he's dirt. That was just CP3, and he's not top anything in the NBA.
Well,
and then
hold on, wait, y'all, wait, boss man. CP3 is first. Hold on, Mel. CP3 is first team all defense.
He used to be in his prime,
No, wait.
Right now? Not right now. What are we talking?
Right? Yo, Mel, I can't do this with you. Listen, Mel.
Y'all one-sided. Y'all not doing both sides.
So you telling me, hold on. So you telling me in 1 year, Chris Paul was first team all defense and led the league in steals and assists? I'm just asking you.
I'm not 100% sure. I have to do my research, but I think he might have did that, yeah.
So all right. So again, when he wait, Fabian,
I can look it up. I'll look it up.
No. You don't have to look it up. Stay with me. So when he did do that and average, let's just say between 12 and 16, is he dirt?
No, he was one of the best.
So why? So if Stockton was doing the same thing, why would he be dirt?
Stockton is not athletic. Who will he be able to check? He can't check.
Well,
These niggas in the league right now.
No,
Chris
let him
Paul is
talk.
athletic?
All ball. Let him talk.
Yeah, he was dunking on Dwight Howard. Are you
Let
crazy?
him talk.
Yes.
Let him
He was
talk. He's
athletic
proving
as
boss
fuck.
man's point. Let him talk.
He was catching alleys with 2 hands, dunking on Dwight Howard. Yes, Chris Paul was athletic, bro. Not no more.
Let him talk.
But
He's
yeah.
proving his point. He's proving his point.
And
He's
then,
literally up here talking about a man who I just looked it up
No,
for 8
what I'm
straight
saying is-
seasons,
but-
led the league in assists, and his lowest year was
I don't think that-
11.5 with 15
I don't think that would have
points
the
and
same
almost
effect
3
in the
steals
NBA
a
now,
game.
bro. Is a new
You high as
NBA
hell,
that wouldn't
man.
have the same
One thing
effect
about
in
me,
the
I'm not
NBA.
going to entertain no disrespect from this younger generation. He will ball all
Younger
these dudes
generation
out,
what?
man. He will
What are you
ball
talking
all these
about? No-
dudes out, man. Y'all, you was bugging, bro.
Here's
I'm
my
gonna just
Not
call
bugging.
it
It's
what
my
it is.
opinion,
You
just like
is
it's your
bugging.
opinion. It's not a if a
But no,
dude
but some people's
if a
opinions
dude
are
like
more
that
well
was that
informed than
valuable,
others.
right? Why NBA teams don't go for that no more?
Hey, Mel, hold on, y'all.
Because the
Hold on,
style
Mel.
of play changed.
Right,
Hold on,
exactly.
Zach.
Now,
They
so
don't
how
play
you think
like
he's
that
going to
no
kill in
more.
the NBA? He
Hey,
would have
Mel,
to be a
hold on.
scoring
Hold
guard
on. Hey,
too.
Mel, hold on, Mel. Look what you hold on, y'all, because this is how we just gonna stop it. I just said if Chris Paul averaged double figures, led the league in assists and steals, and was
Right.
first team all defense, you
Right.
said he'd be official, right?
Right.
But then when I said if John Stockton would do it, you said he would still be dirt.
No.
What I'm saying make that make sense.
What I'm saying is there was plays just as up in there doing the same. You just said Baron Davis,
No.
Them guys is athletic. John Stockton wasn't better than
Answer
them
the
guys, bro.
question.
As a
Brother,
Answer
you're
the
not
question.
Listen, so you telling me if John Stockton averaged as much as Chris Paul, was first team all defense, led the league in steals and assists, he would be dirt because he's not athletic?
No. My thing is he's never averaged. Them guys did it. They did what Stockton. They
I
averaged
just
12
told you he
assists and they
did
was
just average
buckets.
it. I just told you what he averaged for 8 years straight. 8 years straight. I just looked it up.
Can I ask
What was his
question?
average? What did he average? Like 15, 14?
15 points,
Yeah.
almost 13 assists, and
Right. What is
2.6
15
steals.
points?
Let me
What
ask
is
you.
The point guard
Paul
wasn't
averaged
caught.
20
Hey,
and
let's
Marbury
get this
averaged
straight.
20 and 10 for 10
Let's
years.
get this straight. Let's get this
Marbury
straight.
averaged 20
Yo,
and
Mel,
10 for 10
yo,
years.
All ball.
His
Hold on,
first
I got
10
you all
years,
ball.
bro.
Let's get this
15
straight.
points. What
The
is
point
15
guard
points?
wasn't.
That's
The
a little
point
above
guard wasn't.
average.
Yeah, but hold
again,
on. Let's talk one at a time because I don't know if it's me being out here, but at least take turns because it ain't that serious.
But what he's
Go
conflating
ahead,
is he
Zach.
keeps on this is what those kind of people do to win arguments. He wants to conflate the era where the point guard wasn't looked to score like that. So just because he didn't do it didn't mean he couldn't. That's not how
We
you
don't
played
know.
in that era. We do know.
We don't
Because
know.
when he played
He
at
never did it.
Gonzaga, he played with 4 of the guys that nobody knows their name, and he got them
Right.
to the tournament
And he
almost
played for
every
20
year
years
because
and
he
never
was one of the
averaged a
scorers.
dub. So I can't say we do know he has it. He can do it. He played
So
for
hold
20
on.
years
Hey,
and never averaged a
Hey,
dub. I
hey,
can't say
all
we
ball,
know he
all
can.
ball.
Does that
I'm
make
gonna
sense?
want
say all
everybody
ball
to
real
go.
quick. Hey, all
We gotta
ball. Like
listen
how
to
you
one
left that
person at a
day
time, y'all.
when you
Yeah, come
said
on,
he
man.
said he take Jimmy Butler over Tobias Harris, and you said I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'll talk to
Then
y'all on
be
that shit.
done, bro. You
Hey
But
entitled
Mel,
to
hold
your
on.
hey Mel,
opinion.
hey Mel. That's your argument. My thing is, then
No,
I'm
my
gonna do another.
argument is
Hold on, Mel.
look,
I'm gonna try to
he
Mel,
played
explain.
for 20. He didn't
Mel,
play
let
for
me just.
5.
No, we're not doing that. Come on, man.
I
Like, be
respect you, man. I
respectful, bro.
respect what you're saying. I respect your opinion. But you got Isaiah Thomas was doing the same exact thing. He wasn't scoring a whole lot of points, but when he needed to score 35, 40 points, he can do it. So you got to look at the different eras. We'll be talking about basketball. Back then, he didn't need to score like that. This generation now, Generation X, they need to score as a point guard.
Gen
It's
Z.
just, and I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. We have to look at the eras when we're talking about this. That's all. And you have to respect everybody's opinion. We respecting your opinion. You make your argument, I make my argument like everyone else.
Hold on, boss man. We're not gonna let him get away with. Zach said the man averaged 15 points and 12 something assists, and your man said, "What is 15 points?"
Well,
Y'all talking about y'all talking to him like he an elite point guard. What is 15 points?
yes,
And
he
Isaiah
was.
Thomas wasn't the same. Isaiah Thomas averaged 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Isaiah Thomas averaged a dub for 9 years, bro. You got to put the ball in the hole, bro. What are you talking
And I
about?
guarantee
15
you,
points. The average NBA player averaged 10 points. 15 points is not that elite, bro. What are you talking about? If you had somebody who would be the best point guard, elite point guard, 15 points would not
Nobody.
cut it. Maybe if he was
But
No
see,
scoring
one
more,
once
he
said that,
would
again,
win
Mel.
shit.
You putting words
you
in
get
people's
you
mouth now. No one said
exactly.
he to be an elite point guard. No one said that. We said he would would destroy these point guards now, and I
Right.
believe that. I
He would
believe
kill
So
in
he
that.
this
would
era.
average 30 then right now?
I didn't say
He
So
30.
averaged
hold on.
17 for
I
20
never gave
years.
a point.
Mel, you
Points.
gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. You don't listen really well. That's your problem. You got your do-rag tied too tight, brother. You gotta listen to what people are saying. I said they got more possessions in this era. How you telling me if somebody played in the 90s with half the possessions, they're gonna come in this era and not kill more? That makes you already don't make any sense. That's number
Well,
one.
I mean,
Number
this is the
two,
problem.
we ain't talking about prime versus prime, because prime versus prime, I don't think Stockton's on anybody's level. The GP, the Gary Paytons, the CP3s. He's not on their level, prime for prime. That's not what we're talking about. We're saying this guy played, and he played in the 2000s. He played in the early 2000s, so you're dead wrong about that. When they changed the rules, he was still at 42 years old, doing his thing.
Let me
He
just
averaged 10
42.
points, and he averaged 10 points. I don't understand. I don't.
Dog, are you in the league right now? Am I in the league? I'm 40. This shit is
No, but
impossible
this
damn
is
near.
basic math. If a nigga played in the league for 20 years and he never averaged close to 20 in his best season, he averaged 17.2. That's barely 17.
We ain't
What
what
the
you
guard?
talking about again, listen, this is what you're saying. You talking about scoring, trying to compare his scoring to scoring guards. That's not what we're comparing. We said the point guard position,
see,
period.
that's
Right
the
at the
problem.
point guard, nobody averages 15 and put them in top anything. I'm
See,
not
that's the
talking
problem.
about just point guards. Every point guard is an elite scorer. What are you talking about?
This is the problem.
That
See,
wait, what did he say?
Hold
What
on,
he say?
let Dom. Go ahead, Dom.
this is the problem. The problem is, and I like you, Mel, but the problem is you people don't contextualize the game when it was played differently. You put the exact same stats and you put it in today's game and you think you're supposed to compare it like that. That's not how it works.
Good point.
Boss
Good
Man
point.
just told you that point guards weren't asked to score as much because when they tried to, loosen up the game in the mid 2000s, look how many 6'3" and under MVPs we've had since. Nash twice, Rose once, Curry twice. I'm not just going to sit here and act like all of a sudden in 2005, every single point guard became better at basketball. The game changed for them. And I will say this, Chris Paul, he might be better at his prime and he's a better scorer at his prime, but he's only averaged over 20 points twice in his 18-year career. John Stockton may have not been as great of a scorer as him, but it's a pick and roll heavy NBA that Chris Paul has dominated. And that was Stockton's main weapon. He was considered the best pick and roll ball handler of all time at the time. You're telling me with the spacing, and that's the primary offense of today's game, he has a counter to everything. You go under the screen, he can shoot the mid-range. You go over, he finds Malone on the pocket pass. And nowadays, he'd be surrounded by more shooters. So if anything, Stockton fits very well in today's game. I think he would be very much like Chris Paul personally. But just
And just to
durable.
add to what Don said, back then you had Mark Price, Mark Jackson, Kenny Anderson, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Dennis Johnson. You had
Tim Hardaway.
Derek Harper. These guys were elite point guards, man.
I agree with that. But my pushback to that is we also can say the same thing for today's point guard.
Today's
I totally agree, but I'm
Jamal
not
Murray,
arguing
SGA,
about that. I'm just saying the point guards you had to guard back then, and they wasn't high scores. Their job wasn't to score the basketball, like Don said. It wasn't about that. Right now, in this era, your argument now, right now, in this era with another point guard might be suffice. I probably agree with that. But you compare from now to back then, I believe you're wrong with that, Mel.
I don't.
And also Dom's point,
I
don't want to overlook. But Mel, I don't want to overlook the fact that this is a pick and roll era, and the pick and roll master you plucked out of all these point guards. You're going after Stockton.
Right.
That shit makes no sense.
You're not a scorer. So you think if you put CP3 or Curry in the 80s, their scoring is going to be less or the same?
It'll be less.
It'll be less?
Yeah.
It'll be less because it wasn't no 3 points back then, and their job wasn't to shoot the basketball as much as they shoot it now. That's all we said.
Would be good.
Listen, don't take
no,
we
just said back then their job wasn't to shoot the basketball as much. You got to remember, it wasn't no 3-point shoot, was with no 3-point line back then. They wasn't shooting 3 points back then like this, like they're shooting now.
Hold on, boss man. Can I say? Let me say something real quick, because like I said, I let everybody talk. I'm just sitting there, I love all of y'all, man. It's all love, right? But we all watch the game, and if I'm going, a point guard today is going to average 14, be first team all defense, probably lead the league in steals and assists. You gonna tell me that player is dirt because he's not athletic? Like, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
You know we exaggerate when I say dirt.
Nah. Because you caught up in the web. No, wait. Because you caught up in the web and now you're trying to joke your way out of it.
What guards is y'all think? So y'all really with your heart believe Stockton will be like a top 5 guard right now in the league?
He could be.
Yeah.
Not a top
He-
line.
he'll probably
That's
be
what I'm
ultimate-
saying. Y'all talking
Yo,
like he would be like.
whoa,
That's
whoa.
what.
Yes,
he was,
yes.
Yo,
Whoa,
when I logged in,
yes.
Boss man said, "Yo,
You
he'll
asked
be
the question.
destroying dudes.
I
Destroying
said-
who?
Just
hold
because
on.
of the
Yeah,
pick and roll,
whoa.
like Don said, that's the main
Mel.
part of basketball right now.
Mel, did you see what
And he
Baron
plays
Davis said?
defense.
Hold on,
Yo.
boss man. Mel, hold on, y'all. Mel, did you see what Baron Davis said about John Stockton? Like, all jokes
He was his
aside?
toughest guard to guard. Yeah.
No.
What Gary Payton said about him?
No. Fig, hold on, Dom. Because he's not going to say the whole thing. Did you really see what he said about him? He said he embarrassed him.
Right.
That's what he said. This
Okay.
is Baron. No. Why are you saying okay? This is Baron Davis. He ain't no
That's his
slouch.
opinion. What are you talking about?
Yo, man.
He
Yo,
had problems.
man.
He gave problems. He gave him hell. That's one man's
Yo,
opinion, bro.
that
What does
pick
that
and-
mean?
Yo, the early
And you talking about
Lakers-
Gary Payton? He said Gary Payton couldn't guard him, right? Gary Payton
Gary
gave him hell,
Payton
right?
said no. Gary Payton said that was my toughest guard, not Michael Jordan, not
Right.
anybody else.
Now look,
John
Gary
Stockton.
Payton couldn't even guard a nigga like White Chocolate. So
What?
how you think he would do against the guards
Yo,
now?
that
Like,
was Gary
what?
Payton late in what? Yo, are you
man, I got the
kidding me?
excuses for everybody, bro.
No, that's not
What's
it.
the excuse? Okay,
Yo,
hold on.
that's
So
crazy.
is he? Hold on.
Hold on, they called him. His nickname is the Glove.
Dog, is
I-
CP3 guarding Kyrie Irving?
Yo, hold on. No, Faye.
Right now?
I'll tell you what, Faye, I'll tell you what just happened.
True.
What are you talking
No,
about?
wait,
What I'm
wait.
saying is,
Wait, no,
Go ahead.
wait.
What is he
Mel.
talking about?
I guarantee you this what happened. You literally seen that one play that White Chocolate caught Glove with, and you saying that. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's not.
That's what you doing.
It's not,
bro.
bro.
Because
Hey,
did
Mel,
you look up the
loosen
stats for that
do-rag up,
game?
Mel. Loosen that do-rag up, Mel, for real, man.
Yo, boss man,
so
Mel
listen.
needs the help. Mel needs a helmet.
No, like,
He been
no,
bumping his head too much in
Tim
it.
Hardaway been crossing a lot of people in his prime. Or they,
right. So Tim Hardaway, what y'all think type of guard Tim Hardaway would be?
See, Tim Hardaway would kill. See, your problem
Kill
is,
what?
Mel,
He would be like
you
a
fact-
Kimba.
you
That's
fact-
what I'm saying.
Oh,
We seen these guys
what?
getting, bro. These
Wait.
guys
What'd you say? What'd you say?
He'll be like
He would be a
Kimba.
who? Yo,
Tim Hardaway?
he'd be better than Kimba.
He might be,
Kimba's-
but like in that tier, he might be. Yeah, I'll say that. But he wouldn't be
No.
top all world nothing in this league right now, bro.
Hey, Mel,
Yo,
I'm
dog.
gonna ask you a question about who's your top point guards right now?
Great question.
Top point guards, Curry. I like Drew Holiday. I like Luka. I'm putting him out a point for me. John Morant, something we never seen.
Never seen. Well, I guess.
Who else?
John Morant's your top 5?
John Moran is something we never seen. It was Derrick Rose before. And Russell Westbrook
Wow.
in his heyday. What you mean?
There goes better.
and Baron Davis too.
No, I'm not saying who's better,
B.
but
Diddy.
you're not gonna tell me that's nothing
Not
we
better.
never seen.
Well, the way I will say his
How
hang time
explosive he is, the shit he's doing.
He might elevate higher than any
He
other.
played like he playing in the park. Derrick Rose didn't seem like he was playing in the park, bro.
John Moran
he's not
listen,
erratic
John-
like Westbrook. He
That's
can
because
shoot
the
the
game
three.
was-
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, let him finish. He got boss man asked him a question. He said top 5 point guards right now. My bad, boss man.
He said Curry, Drew, Luka, Ja.
And who? Trey Young, SGA,
And I might have to go Dame.
De'Aaron Fox.
You said who?
Great point guard
I might
today,
have
man.
to go Dame.
It's really fun when you appreciate basketball. Unlike Mel. I'm just kidding. Not
I
really.
appreciate basketball. Basketball's just different, bro.
But to be honest, though, you always
The
detract from
guys
the
I
fact-
just named, I don't even like none of them. But you can't. I feel like if you don't have a scoring guard, you damn near can't win now.
Yo, can we at least admit that today? Can we at least admit, like, we can't just be that blind, right? So I don't want to compare players. Can we at least admit the way the game is played today is totally different? Like, so we can't right? But it seems like you never understand that. So meaning like,
No, y'all don't understand that.
No, bro, them guys back then they didn't have to. So all right, let me ask you a question. What would you think Mark Jackson would do today? This is gonna stop the whole conversation. What do you think a player like Mark Jackson would do today?
He'll do all right. He's a high IQ guard. He know how to pass. Anybody got high IQ and know the game is always going to do good no matter what era, I think.
But you said he's high IQ? You said,
yeah.
So, hold on. I'm glad you said that. Stockton is high IQ. So, you got to put them in that category.
But then again, it's like...
You can't say, again...
Wait, Bossman, he didn't... But Bossman, wait, he didn't really answer the question. I'm asking you, you said he would do all right. I'm asking you, how would he do? Would he be an all-star? What's your opinion?
Mark Jackson, who would be a solid...
You never even watched
he'll be a solid NBA starter. He'll be a solid NBA... Maybe.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
He'll be... What are you talking about?
I agree with that.
Question, Allball. Mark Jackson's game, though, is one of those guys that his style was very 90s. Like,
you know what? Guards like that is not in the league no more.
There's nobody like Mark Jackson in today's game.
Right. And they're not in the league because these guys is too athletic.
No, that's not why.
It's not that. That's not why.
That's
not why, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
Mixing apples with oranges
Tyrese Halliburton.
No. I want to ask
us going good. You had us going good.
I'm from the little guard era where you average.
When the last time an athletic point guard won a championship?
Great point. Never had
a point guard win a championship.
Leave him alone.
Damn, that was ether. First, Dom had the ether with the pick and roll point guard shit, but this is even more ether. This is shutdown. That's a great question. Loosen the do rag up now. Let me see who.
We're gonna go Rondo.
No,
Rondo's not a lefty.
He has great long arms, but like
he's athletic. What are you talking about?
Oh my God,
athletic. He's not super athletic. He's not a freak athlete, but he's athletic. That's why he got picked so high. What are y'all talking about? Rondo's an athlete, bro. He's athletic. He's not one of the most athletic we ever seen. He's athletic, bro.
Yo, hold on. Yo, Mel.
You don't know about
Mel, is John Morant
athletic? Go ahead.
Is John Morant athletic?
Super. Those are freak athletes, though, not just athletic. Those are freak athletes.
Okay, so you have a super freak category. Okay. And so where is Rondo compared to John Morant?
Is Rondo more athletic than Kenny Smith was?
No.
I didn't really see Kenny Smth like that, but I'm assuming so.
Hold on. Hold on. You didn't see Kenny Smith or John Stockton, right?
He's more athletic than Rondo.
Yo, dog.
No.
I seen John Stockton lose every year in the finals with Jordan. Yeah, I seen that for sure.
It wasn't every year.
Watching that every year.
But you did see Kenny Smith, like Don said, you did see Kenny Smith win 2 championships.
Kenny Smith was 93. I wasn't watching basketball 92, 94 like that. Like not being able to, I might have been watching, but not being able to.
Then how did you watch Stockton?
I vividly remember watching John Stockton.
This guy's crazy.
You're gonna make me choke you, Don. I swear to, whenever I see you, I'm just gonna choke you. That's all. I'm just gonna choke you.
Yo, hold on, because I'm a little disappointed with y'all a little bit.
No, wait,
like,
I didn't.
No. Mark Jackson is like 6'3". He posts up, he run a fast break, his handle is crazy, teardrop crazy. How would he be ordinary today? I just want to understand that.
I don't see his game translated for this era.
Right?
He's not.
Guard. Who's guarding? Yo, I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
All ball. Listen, I agree
People
with
hate
what
the
Allball said because in the 80s, 90s, a point guard wasn't going to the basket. That wasn't your job. You would get thrown to the floor if you try to dunk on somebody. We all know that. Do we all agree to that?
Yeah, that's right.
Mark Jackson would not get thrown to the floor. So that teardrop is going to go in 90% of the time. He will score 18 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. Easily.
I don't know about that. Hold on. I gotta look up his. See, but that's a player that's not Stockton to me. Let's say at Mark Jackson's peak, he might have been better than Stockton. He might have, right? But they're same tier to me, right? But Stockton he's more consistent, and he can say I think Stockton's a better point guard than Mark Jackson. For me,
well, I'm not saying who's better. Go ahead, Don.
Look, he could shoot from more places on the court. It opens the game up for him. Mark Jackson couldn't shoot like that, bro. That takes away from you a lot in this era.
Hold on. He didn't have to, just like Jason Kidd couldn't shoot.
No, he didn't have to. He couldn't.
Hold on. See, but now Jason Kidd's a super fast. That's a different level of point guard, bro. Mark Jackson, to me, he's not on the same level as Jason Kidd. He's a tier or two below for me.
I never said he was. Jason Kidd is my top 5. He's my 5th.
Right. But we can't say.
Nah, y'all bugging.
I disagree with that.
You think Mark Jackson would be doing what Jalen Brunson is doing, huh?
Dennis Johnson was the same as Mark Jackson. Dennis Johnson was just on a better team.
Hold on,
Same
can I
two
ask y'all?
players.
Can I ask y'all a question? Hold on, can I ask y'all? Hold on,
Hold on.
say that again, boss man. I didn't hear you. I'm
I
sorry.
like TJ.
Dennis Johnson and Mark Jackson are the same speed and everything. Neither one can shoot the basketball, but they pass the ball very well. Very well. If Mark Jackson was on Boston, they'd have won the same amount of championships.
That's a fact.
Well, that's a hot take. I don't know.
Mark Jackson didn't play no defense like that.
I gotta back up DJ though, big time on that because
DJ tough.
His defense is second to none. He moves really well with that.
Hold on, can I
But that's but that's comparing similar eras though. We can't 1 minute say that the rules change, what they enforcing change, and the next minute we gotta acknowledge that the rules change for players like Mark Jackson.
So can I ask y'all a question? If a point guard today don't average 30, he's dirt.
No,
I'm not. I didn't say that.
No, because that's where Mel is kind of going.
Oh, I'm not. Y'all talk. Y'all.
Mel don't know what the hell he's talking about. He said, "I didn't watch this player. I didn't watch history."
Y'all saying he would be destroying like what?
No,
nobody said that.
Boss man said that. When he said Mark Jackson will be. I mean, John Stockton will be destroying dudes.
Yes.
Like
I think Stockton will kill in this.
Hey, Mel,
what's destroying?
Mel, you know you can destroy. You know you can destroy a player without scoring, right? Defensively, assists, steals. You know that's possible, right?
Like it's crazy. Like Brunson, right? Brunson did his thing, right? He's barely a top 20 scorer in the league.
Okay.
And y'all think John Stockton got a better bag than Brunson?
But we're not talking about but he's a much better.
Nobody said that.
No, not bad. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if dudes like that is 20th in the scoring, what y'all think John Stockton is going to be?
Yo, Mel, I am really surprised that you're like
your top players not even playing no more. You like John Murray. They supposed to be this real low good team. What happened to them? What happened to them, Mel?
The thing is,
they had a better team too, right, Mel? You was praising them all year long. They had a better team. What happened?
Nah, I was going one for the Lakers.
And John Murray said,
"Hey Dom, I guarantee you. See, this is what Stockton does. He's not going to average 30. He's going to make sure everybody else point averages go up. That's what John Stockton does. I'm gonna average 18. Instead of you average 20, now you're gonna average 25. Instead of you averaging 18, you're gonna average 22. That's what John Stockton does, bro.
And again, Stockton Stockton
every single year. Maybe if he stopped doing that and guys scoring up, he would have won.
Hey Mel,
what does that even mean, bro? Like you just trolling at this point.
Mel. You gotta let somebody talk, Mel.
Yeah, you trolling, bro. You trolling, my nigga.
You just trolling. Like that don't even make sense. What does him winning? Nobody says
he lost for 20 years.
What is that, bro? So is so many other people.
So
CP3 lost for 20 years. What are you talking about, dog?
But y'all just doing out my favorite point.
So hold on. What about so hold on. Besides Steph Curry, that means everybody lost their whole career.
Right.
Your man Kyrie won one, so he's a loser for the rest of them.
Right. He has one. Stockton has 0.
No. Forget Wait. No. Wait, y'all. Wait, Mel. No. Wait, Mel. Forget everybody that has a ring. What about the John Morants? What about the your man Luka? What about Dame Lillard? What about Trae Young? What about all these, like you say, athletic guards?
Darren Williams. Don't forget Darren Williams.
They've all been losing their whole career, right?
Say that again. They still have their career ahead of them. Now, if they never win, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm like Dame averaging, he go crazy. My thing is, perfect example, Dame. If Dame domed more and played like Stockton more, I think he would get further.
Oh, so your point is
he don't pass the ball. He don't make nobody better. He can't do it, Stockton. I wish he had a little more of that in this game, and I will put Dame up there. That's why I'm not a Dame guy. So it works both ways.
Hey Mel, so you put everybody in the category. You have to win a championship to be a superb point guard. That's what you're doing now.
Nah,
if you don't win a championship,
I feel like it's levels.
There's levels for sure.
And he don't got no hardware. It's just you still might could get in there, but when you got there, it's undeniable.
Let me just say this about Stockton though. Even though I don't like defending Utah players, but I'm gonna say this. Gary Payton said, and do you consider Gary Payton a good athlete?
A good athlete? Yeah, he was straight. He was good. Yeah, he had to. Yeah, a good athlete. Yeah, 6'4", long hands, strap. He could dunk.
No, don't say nothing. You said good. Leave it there because you're going to incriminate yourself.
He's a good athlete. And the point is, he said that John Stockton was a tougher assignment for him than Jordan. Now, obviously, I've never guarded either, thankfully. But the point is, that's a large level of respect, man. For the best defensive point guard to anything ever to play, is saying he's so tricky, he's so shifty, nifty. Like, it's a lot of praise, man. We saw Rondo have playoff series in this era where he dominated without even a jump shot. John Stockton, he has a jump shot. I'm not saying none of us are saying he's gonna be the number one on a championship team, but I think that this era fits John Stockton's style of play really well.
Because they play pick and roll basketball, and
all day.
Utah had a hard time. Even the early Lakers when Kobe and Shaq and Eddie Jones, they were getting sweat because they couldn't guard that pick and roll.
That's a great point. He was playing against you.
There you go, Turbo. Turbo. Yo, we gotta get a bell when somebody say something good, man.
Yes, I'm so happy you brought that up because the Jazz, who were despised in this city, beat the Lakers and swept them with Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest physical specimens we've ever seen, Kobe Bryant and his athletic peak, Eddie Jones, who was like damn near dunking from the foul line, and Nick the Quick Van Exel, and ran them off the court. So that athleticism argument holds zero weight to me. Zero.
No, you might be right with that. I'm looking at the championships right now. Ain't too many athletic point guards be winning chips.
Hold on. Any other time you yell it, say that again, Mel. Any other time you yell it, say what you just said again, Mel.
We got him, guys.
So you agree with us now. Thank you. Hey, Don.
No.
So, part of the problem is that everybody chooses to decide between old school and new school.
Yeah.
And you come on here thinking that we're judging like that. Like, nah. So you still haven't told me what John Stockton can't do in this era. He can't dunk. That's all I'm hearing. He can't dunk. So he's not nice. He can't dunk.
He
doesn't have a bag.
Hey, Mel.
Hypothetically, we don't know how great of a scorer he is.
Hey, Mel.
And in this NBA, bro.
Everybody in the NBA can dunk. They just don't. They just choose not to dunk. These guys are in top shape. They can dunk. They just choose not to dunk. That's not in their game to dunk.
I agree.
Stop using that narrative about athleticism.
You have, but so this is my thing. Why is it no more of those type of guys in the NBA?
What you mean?
Because I feel like I like players that got more IQ, might not be athletic as others with IQ, like a John Stockton or even though I was just talking crazy, might have been talking crazy. John Stockton, Mark Jackson, like Kyle Anderson.
But
like,
then hold on.
The guys that's not athletic like that is not a lot of them guys in the NBA. Why?
But I don't like what you're doing. It ain't. Listen, you keep the athleticism. Listen, you got Chris Paul. Hold on. You got Chris Paul. You got Drew Holiday. You got Halliburton. What I'm saying is these guys is playing the point guard position.
Right.
What you're saying, you make sense, but it's kind of being almost worded wrong. This is how I feel. What the NBA is doing, they're going in a whole nother direction. I understand, but if you see it's not working, it's possible. Luka, John Morant, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, who are some of the most athletic. Trae Young. But hold on, no, forget Trae Young, boss man.
I'm sorry.
Those are some of the most athletic point guards we may ever see. They may never win a ring. So that narrative, it ain't about why this ain't being in there. No, they may possibly never win a ring, ever.
Yeah, but I think Mel's question is still good, though. Like that's a real question, bro. Why aren't they there anymore? Because
I want to see guys. It should be like all watch and we see it. Like these guys are way more athletic, and we can all see the IQ. Some of these guys is just boneheads. They don't make the plays.
Right. So this, but Mel, this is what when we say the rules changed and the enforcement of the rules changed. when you see more of these kind of players on the court, that's what we're talking about. That's the reason why there's more of them. It has nothing to do with the fact that this era somehow took some pills and they evolved more than everybody else. It has nothing to do with that.
I think so, though. But what I'm saying is, like,
you know why? Hold on, Mel. You know why it's no more like that?
Why?
And this may be messed up. The younger generation that pushes the culture forward, that watches the game, y'all would sit there and say that's boring. Y'all don't care about winning basketball. Y'all care about the flash.
Don't say y'all.
No, well, I'm not saying it's no knock to you, not per se. But I'm saying what would happen is ratings will go down and people will
Right.
complain that it's boring basketball
Like
when
niggas
it's
that
not
don't-
boring basketball.
Right.
Part of
It's
this-
winning basketball way basketball supposed. You're right.
Yep.
You hit it on the head. That
It's me.
right.
And that was my perfect example last night before you
But
came
what?
up.
Go ahead, Tubber. I've been talking
No,
too
but
much.
that was my perfect example. But Bossman, you was on a lot before.
Hold on, Turbo. Got to shout out Paul. Watt said they said shout out watching from Philippines. So I'm sorry, Turbo. You got to
No,
shout
go
that
ahead,
out when
go ahead.
Wow.
somebody's showing love like that, man.
That's
Appreciate
beautiful,
it. Thank
man.
you.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Philippines, man.
Yes, Philippines in the building. Go ahead, Turbo. I'm
Look.
sorry.
No, but that was a perfect example last night before you came on, and it was me, Flea, and Bossman, and I remember I think you was on there, and I was mentioning, and I said, yo, and Rockstar Mel was on here too. Do you remember what I said last night when I said, yo, it's possible. It could be a small possible. Like, let's say if, hypothetically, let's say it's the Denver and a Philly series, that there are going to be some people that's going to be turned on, don't want to watch it because they're not, it's not a sexy draw. But for me, as a basketball, because of the narrative that we've been spitting all year, that who's the best big man, I think if it happens, it's going to be a great series. I don't think the ratings are going to be as sexy as any of the other previous finals, but I'm going to look forward to watching it because I like good basketball, whether you got good athleticism or not. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. That's all I just wanted to bring up because that was a good point what you just said, Allball, about the younger demographic may not look at basic basketball as fun compared to with athleticism. But that was a good point, and I just wanted to bring that up. What we was talking about last night. That's all.
I think it is that, but like, let's say with the hand checking rules, them hand checking rules been in there since the 70s. And then in the 90s, because of Derek Harper and the Knicks, they enforced it and changed it again. When you take away the hand checking rule, now there is no Derek Harper. That slow down game is gone. So Stockton can't be in. How can you're not promoting the game for them? I don't think it's just a flash and pizzazz and all that, because of course the NBA wants to promote it however they want to promote it. But if you're changing the rules to take away those kind of players, why would you need that point guard if you don't have a center anymore to slow the game down? It just doesn't make sense. They want speed. They want more perimeter players. They want more Michael Jordans. They want more Magic Johnsons. They want more athletic players because that's what they were promoting to begin with after Jordan and made the game international.
That's the key, though. You said it right there. Perimeter play. They wanted perimeter play because it was Duncan and Shaq winning championships, and they were just dumping it down, and it was really physical, and like those scores were like 70-5 to 82. Like they wanted different, and I think the reason why we don't have those traditional pass first point guards anymore is one, because of that, the rules, but also this spread pick and roll. It's changed the NBA, like with Nash and them, like just putting shooters around a point guard. All you got to do is if you got a floater and you got a jumper, and then you can pass, now you're guaranteed to get good shots. So now every point guard in their game, they need to be a scoring threat first, and then use that to pass. Because we don't dump it down anymore. You know what I'm saying? We initiate with our point guards. So that's my opinion of why we're not going to see that many of those pass first traditionalist point guards anymore as much. It's going to all be these scoring guys.
But you also
WNBA.
But you know what's also happening? The GMs and the guys that's picking out the talent, they're being tricked into not picking those type of point guards because it's not what's cool right now. But you have to understand that it's not, besides of Steph Curry, they ain't helping you win no championship. They will help you put butts in the seats, which I understand because it's entertainment and you got to make money. But really think about it. The year before that, Drew Holiday, which is one of those prototypical point guards where he's going to play on both ends of the floor, and he's going to make the right play, IQ, right, and he could dunk as well. But they're being tricked into, you got to have this type of guard to win. In all actuality, it's not even helping them win championships.
Right.
Because some of the most athletic, some of the most skillful players in today's game as a point guard, besides, like I said, Steph Curry, they barely getting you to the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference Finals. So it may be a bad idea to not try to implement some of that IQ, smart leadership into your organization. I'm sorry.
And then you got to remember, this is the analytics guys. People ain't scouting the way they normally did, like they normally did back in the day too.
And a lot of
I feel like
go ahead.
great point, Allball, with everything you just said. but I don't feel like they getting tricked. I feel like they know and they choosing. It sound crazy. It might sound crazy, you know, whatever. They might be changing entertainment over winning.
And I have no hold on, and I have no problem with that. Remember, I don't have no problem with that.
That was kind of my point. Once Jordan came in the league, once Dr. J changed everything. Then remember, before Magic, there's no street ball in the NBA like that. They banned that shit from you. There's no Euro step in the 80s, Mel. None. You did a Euro step, that's a travel. So if you get rid of all these rules and now you're in the league now where of course it's just simply for entertainment. Now it's gonna change the league up because of these rules and everything, what nobody's talking about? Wait till Saudi Arabia, one of these guys offer the next high school phenom a $500 million coming out of high school. Then we're really gonna start changing it up.
I'm looking at the
That's
championship.
a good point right there.
None of these guys have like an athletic guard, but that's the thing in the NBA, a scoring athletic guard.
But the thing
is, the last two
times, it ain't.
Hey, but it doesn't. Go ahead, boss man.
Let's think about it. We talking about all this athleticism and all that, whatever it may be. Golden State do not dunk the ball, and neither one of the guards. Unless once in a while, they probably got the less amount of dunks out of everybody. Them in Detroit when they won back in the days.
Right.
But people need to take a page out of Golden State. We don't give them enough credit. They got the same three guys for all their championships. They ain't deviate from that. That's not heard of no more. We talked about KD going to this team, LeBron going there. Those three guys stayed right there. That's a plus for Golden State.
And then when the going got tough, what was the narrative? Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, they're not making the playoffs back to back. You got to break it up." Everybody was in panic mode because now we live in we want quick results now. That it's like failing is like kind of like out of the window. If we don't do this at a certain expectation, or it's a failure, or people just don't. I don't know. Before I get off topic, because it pisses me off.
No, you absolutely right. So that's part of y'all fault, though. Y'all people with the platforms, because y'all the dudes that come on here the next day. You're like, yo, we need to trade him the right next day. All y'all with platforms do it. And my thing is, y'all just say, yo, Luka ain't win, Ja ain't win. They ain't win.
I never said that.
No, I'm just
giving people a chance to redeem themselves.
We can't, but we can't. Hold on. We can't say. Hold on. We're not blaming people for
redeem themselves.
Yo, dog, Mel. We were live on TV when we found out AD was on the bench and he went to the locker room. We started laughing. He's leaving in the wheelchair until we found out it was a concussion. Reactions are reactions. We're all human. We just get to. Hold on. We just get to document everything now. Stop playing it. Now you holier than thou.
No. What I'm saying now, what I'm saying is, everybody does it. Like KD got the blame, rightfully so, right? Dudes like I feel like he deserves it. But other guys like Luka, Trae Young, they only 4 or 5 years in.
I agree with that.
If you was to judge Jordan on his first 5 years, you'd be like, man, this dude never winning the championship.
See, but Mel, that's the point. He was judged. It wasn't no social media.
True.
That's like it ate Jordan alive. They said, yo, that style is cool. I'm trying to explain something to you.
True.
That style of play was not promoted. They were demoting it. They said, yo, big men win championships.
Right.
And for them, any purists, he was the example of that. Like, yo, see, that doesn't win. But what it proved, that's why Detroit was so mad. Stop breaking the rules for him. That's not basketball.
But I'm saying, I feel like in general we gotta chill because like the last 10 years in the NBA, right? The last 10 years, 1, 2.
I'm gonna tell you why we ain't got.
Hey, let me finish. For last 10 years, out of all teams with the point guards right now, there's 4 point guards in the league with a championship: Holiday, Van Vliet, Curry, and Kyrie. So, in the last 10 years, so there's a lot of niggas that's going to lose for years. Niggas gotta chill.
But let me ask you a question. But what you making that point as far as what? Because now you kind of mess yourself up because none of those guys is athletic point guards.
No, I'm not messing myself out.
Oh, he been walked that back, old boy.
No,
he been walked that back. He didn't apologize.
No.
We been walked that dog, old boy.
No. I feel like everybody is athletic in the league. I feel like you. I don't know. Y'all might have got me.
Well, let me say this. So we have to take in consideration, man. if we all general managers of a basketball team and one of our players get hurt, we just get him $100 million. Like
Right.
that guy from Phoenix. Either you want him to play the game, he's out, he'll be out for the next 3 years, or you sit him down and hopefully he get better than next year. This is about money, man. We can say we could argue all day long, but it's about the investment that you invest into that player.
Right.
That's what it's about, man. You want the longevity.
Look,
Yeah, Don. I'm sorry, Don.
Like Zion. Zion's box office, and he not going nowhere. I know people saying trade him, this and that. I looked at his contract. He actually has some leverage over there. Like, he's not going nowhere as much as he heard, and I would probably trade him too if I was a GM, but it's like...
No, we talked about that last month, and I'm not trying to be funny. All of us.
What I'm saying is, like, all right, if we're not winning chips, at least I'm going to have somebody who making me money putting asses in these seats.
No, that's facts. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Point guard conversation, though. Even these amazing athletic point guards, the 6'6" point, like the SGAs and stuff.
Right.
The 6'3" and under point guards, if they're your best scorer, historically, you're not going to win a championship this way. Only Curry has disproved this. Every other point guard, if they're the best scorer on their team and they're 6'3" or under, it's hard to get good looks in the playoffs. Trae Young, John Morant. They're all going to experience this.
Right.
We struggle.
I agree with that. Only Curry. You forgot one more person, Curry. I know y'all not bashing Kyrie. I understand how y'all be bashing him, and he got one, and he's a scoring guard. Like,
no, but Kyrie wasn't the best scorer on his team. LeBron is the best scorer on his team. He's the second.
I don't know.
Whoa. Let's stop.
What you mean? He was going to him. LeBron was deferring to him.
Consensus best scorer. Like, clearly he's the best scorer. That's why I didn't put Isaiah in there, because Isaiah and Dumars, I think, was only like a 2-point difference. Curry is the first one. Like, he's really getting schemed more than any other player on his team.
Mm-hmm.
And he won as the guy, at that size. Kyrie was a second option. LeBron James
I think the scoring wise is a toss up with that Dom with LeBron at his and Kyrie at his peak. Yeah, because
LeBron at his peak.
But because scoring wise, all right, at the drop of a hat, Kyrie could score for 20 points for you, right? Hold on, let me add Rage Man real quick.
Yeah, but
he's in there. Okay, hold on, but the thing is, Kyrie was doing that beforehand. It's the other things that LeBron brings to the table that's just like, all right, that's why he's super duper next level legend.
And LeBron, go ahead, my bad.
Even his
LeBron
James in his prime is getting to the rim with ease in the era that he played in, which is this, like, he was getting to the rim. You couldn't stop LeBron in his prime from getting to the basket. Neither two bodies on him. He's getting to the rim whenever he wants.
That's why Kyrie was comfortable. That's why, LeBron was comfortable running the one, letting Kyrie be the scorer. He knew this guy is a bucket, bro.
Nah, I gotta say, I think Kyrie can score from anywhere, bro. The way he finishes, he's an exceptional. And remember, I got my.
Yeah, go ahead.
His what?
Good afternoon, Rage Man.
His shot diet is very tough shots for the most part. It is very tough.
Yeah, I'm with Kyrie. I'm giving Kyrie that ball, man, because he's just different, man. He's different, and we all know you have to double team everybody. But with the ball in his hand, he's getting a good shot. With LeBron in his hand, he has to post you up to get a good shot.
Not that era.
I'm just saying, though, you have a better chance with Kyrie with the basketball in your hand. He's proven he can make the 3, the 2, go to the basket, get fouled, and go make foul shots.
Which I was talking about
LeBron in that situation.
Which I was talking about yesterday. Ball stoppers. You give Kyrie that ball, nobody else touching the ball. It's a bucket, a good shot, or something. Like, he's one of them dudes. You give him the ball, 90% is going in that basket.
Yeah, I like how Boss Man put it, Dom. That's the point. You're big on this, Dom. Playoff time, crunch time. In that moment, you rather LeBron with the ball or Kyrie if you needed a bucket. 5 seconds left.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Different conversation.
All right. No, wait. I'm just talking about the not different conversation. I'm just talking about that's part of the reason what makes him lethal, and why we're saying the way you put it was like, oh no, LeBron's the better scorer. Like, automatically, it's like it's not as automatic. Like, I can see why he's arguing. It's not clear cut over Kyrie like that's my point. I don't think it is the way you made it. You were easily going with LeBron.
He has the most points ever. He's got one of the highest playoff averages ever. He averaged 30 points in that title run, and he can get to the rim at will. But to answer Zach's comment, I guess I'm just saying. I'm not saying Isaiah didn't get schemed. I'm guessing he did more than anyone. But I'm just saying a team that's construction throughout the regular season is their best scorer, and they have a guy that's clearly their best scorer by like at least a 5+ point margin over the next guy. You know, that kind of thing, like Jaws, or like Trey, or like Steph Curry, or Donovan Mitchell.
What about them?
I'm saying
They're not
number one options. They're not going to win a championship that way.
Oh,
Your
right. It's harder. Right.
6 year under. Yeah, it's hard. Steph Curry's an
But
exception.
so see, we always try to say Fabian is right. We always say Fabian is right a different kind of way. I'll accept that. Rage man, what's going on, man?
Rage man, Rage man, I caught your argument yesterday, bro. It was top tier.
Yeah, I just hopped in, man. I saw y'all talking about this series a little bit, man. If I don't see this going 7, man. I don't see them allowing Lakers to go back to San Fran and try to win. I think they're gonna end it tonight.
When you say they, who's they?
Oh, we know the referees, man. Everybody who faces the Lakers has to play perfect. They have to beat them and the refs. It's 5-on-8. So, I mean, look at how the Grizzlies just got jobbed out. I mean, yeah, the Grizzlies had a lot going on this season with Ja and Dylan Brooks, but they still shouldn't have lost to the Lakers. They should have won that series.
I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a LeBron guy. I absolutely agree with Rage, man. I think they about to cheat them. It's gonna be hard for them boys to win in LA tonight, and they know LeBron don't get there. Odin's career, it might be hard for if them boys don't come out and spank them early. It's gonna be hard for Golden State to get out of LA tonight.
Like, come on, man. Look, I mean, I'm not bagging on Miami, but the fact that the two play-in teams, I think that's a narrative they trying to run too. They trying to validate these bubble runs with the bubble teams. Like, look, you got Miami also a game away from the conference finals tonight too. So, I mean, we got to pay attention to that.
Yo, what up? That's Eastside. That's Beloved. What up, Beloved? It's the first time I see him in the comments, but he was on the other day.
Yeah,
he's always dropping jewels. I knew he was an East Side dude, man. He gotta hang out with the Boricuas. What's wrong with you, Beloved? What's wrong? Where you at, Beloved? We're in the city right now. You see me. I agree with you, Rage man. I think Golden State's getting them up. They getting them. I mean, the Lakers are getting them up out of there.
It's crazy though.
Is Wiggins playing?
No. I don't think so.
Ain't no way to Golden State winning this, man. No way.
And this is crazy, bro. They jobbing out. They defending champions for a 38-year-old, bro. That's wild. That's just not good business.
See, but I would think that their job. See, for me, like 20 years ago, it was everyone focused on the Sacramento Kings and the Lakers, the foul discrepancy. Yeah. But really, they don't even point to the Sixers versus the Bucks. There was a major crazy.
Yeah, they sued the league for that.
Tap me in. Yo, Beloved, hold on. Let me send the link in here. The link is in the chat, Beloved. I'm going to send it again.
Yeah, they sued the league for that.
Who did?
The Bucks.
I never even heard that.
It was some kind of court case off that, or they at least threatened to.
I just think that for me, when they do jobs like that, they're doing it to extend the series. They want that ad money, man. You can't tell me one extra game is lead to more money, and they're not doing that.
Yeah,
so I can't see them
sweeps. They don't like sweeps.
Right. So I can't see them jobbing Golden State out of another game to get more bread out of San Francisco when they need that money.
I'm talking about the series for the Lakers.
For the Lakers?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You saying that Golden State's getting jobbed out of the series?
Yeah.
I'm disagreeing. I'm thinking. See that link in the chat right there, Beloved? Wherever you see your comments at, you see right what I just posted. I think that when they do that with the referees and they call in the game, they want to like, for instance, the reason why you can see the Lakers why it became a disadvantage is because you got Kobe and Shaq. So if we got Kobe and Shaq and we got the refs on our side, all right, now I got Kobe and Shaq. Oh, here we go. 1 second, Beloved. Let me tap you in. We got Kobe and Shaq, and we got the refs in our pocket.
Yeah.
So we getting all the free throws. You know what I'm saying? We're staying in the game. There's no blowout, and I got Kobe and Shaq. It's harder to go against that. Plus, we going 6-7 games. They getting that ad money. AllBallTV, baby.
Yeah. Good point.
What's up, beloved?
What's up? Peace to the black people in America, man. Yo,
Peace.
I think I think that I think I make good points about like it's gonna be like you gotta get an extra world performance from Clay or Steph tonight to go back to Golden State. I think Clay gonna have to have 30. I think Poole gonna have to have like 21 off the bench. It's gonna be some craziness because every time LeBron puts his head down, gets in his old Ford Mustang, and goes straight to the rim right, they're gonna call like you could put 7 defenders on that side. He's still gonna go that way, and they still gonna give him the foul call. So tonight gonna be real difficult. Like if you see a fair game called, that's the NBA letting LeBron know, yo, thank you for your service, and now we're moving on. But if you see, go.
I'm not trying to. I really don't want to sound like a hater, but if the Lakers win the championship, like
That'd be crazy.
I'm not
That would
counting
be
this in
crazy.
no historical context at all. Like I'm so serious. Like
Well, you
it's
can't
just-
do that though.
No, I'm doing it. Like it's just so blatant at this point. Like,
But
I mean, it always has been entertainment based. Like no matter how much we want to admit it or not. But now it's just like so blatant.
I don't think you can't count it because then now you saying you're gonna basically say any championship you don't like you're not gonna count because you're gonna blame the bubble the first time and then you blame names.
But it's just egregious, man.
Listen,
I don't think it's egregious. Hold on, but what's so egregious? The Lakers are the #1 team in the league in free throw attempts. Golden State was at the bottom. Ain't nothing egregious about that. They've been consistent all year. If this is a conspiracy, what's a conspiracy?
You making my point that they were like 13th. They were 13th seed. Then they made it to 7, bro. Look how they did the Mavericks. The reason Cuban. The reason Cuban sat out Kyrie and Luka those last games was because he felt like they were cheated and they he felt like the NBA wanted them in the play-in to feed them to the Lakers or something like that, or whatever team that was left. So the Lakers were in the play-in, so he didn't want to get fed to them. He didn't want to play in the circuit, so that's why he sat them out.
So no skill whatsoever. No accountability for Kyrie or Luka. None. They just.
I'm not. Yeah, there's accountability on them for sure. But teams were getting fed, bro. Like they saw the writing on the wall how good the Lakers were going to be. They had to make it by nook or by crook. So that's why he got fined for sitting those players out. Any other games where those players sit out, the owner's not getting fined.
But I see, but I still don't agree. Like you can't count nobody's championship because that just opens up a whole other can of worms. But I don't see them beating Gold. Well, okay, I can see them getting past Golden State. If they beat Denver in a 7-game series, the way they constructed,
tip your cap to them. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
tip your cap
to them because I had
if they beat Denver, I said that earlier.
Hold on, Rage man.
Hold on. My championship prediction, I had Denver and Boston in the finals in the beginning of the year. That was my pick before all the trades. Because I just like the way Denver was constructed. I thought like they could last 82 games. And since I knew, and when I saw I definitely put my feet in the sand when I saw Jamal Murray was going to come back. I was like, yeah, like it's going to be tough for anybody in that Western Conference to beat them 4 times before they beat you 4 times. But I don't know. The NBA, that's a lot. Think about it. The NBA has potential to have 3 Game 7s on a Sunday, almost in the summertime. You're still not competing with baseball. Baseball hasn't picked up yet. You know how much money that is? Potential 3 Game 7s in one day. That's like they Super Bowl.
So you agree with Rage Man that this is all a conspiracy?
No, I don't agree with that, but I'm just saying that's a potential. I don't think so. I think you'll have 2 Game 7s. I think you'll have Philly, and I think you're definitely going to have Philly. That's already in the books. And then I think you'll have LA. I don't think the Knicks will survive tonight.
You got the Knicks losing?
Yeah, and I'm a
Yeah.
Knicks fan, but I got the Knicks
Tonight,
losing.
yeah.
The only
What
reason
do you what do you expect to see, beloved? What do you think you haven't
I expect.
seen, or what's going to continue to be seen that Miami's going to close this out?
I think that the two things gonna happen. I think that the Miami bench is gonna go crazy again, and I think the Knicks. I think Julius Randle is gonna press too much, and he's gonna press to try to get his, but he's not gonna get his in the flow of the game. Like he usually never gets his. But tonight, you're really going to see that. You're going to see a lot of ISO ball and a lot of him just going. Like you thought he was going left before, he may go in a full circle trying to drive to the basket tonight.
Yes.
That nigga may go crazy on that left-hand move. So I think he's going to try to press tonight. And I think I got the game 102-97 in Miami.
Damn, it hurts me to hear that. Anybody else want to chime in about our Knicks? It's only me and beloved on here. Turbo ain't no fan.
Game
Our
7
Knicks.
in the Garden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a game 7. If there's
Oh,
a game
beloved.
7.
Hold on, my bad. When was the last time we seen the game 7 at the Garden for the Knicks?
But why do you care? Well, hold on. Let me answer that. Fade. Let me answer that, Rage Man.
All right.
Why, Fade, why do you care if it's a game 7 in the Garden? Because all you've been complaining is trying to trade an all-star player that made 2 All-NBA teams, and then you want to go back to the old days where they don't even make the playoffs.
Wait, who wanted to trade?
You want to move
Julius
Randle? You're done with Randle, right? So let's move our best player. Okay, well, don't complain about competitive basketball, and you're seeing it now. Or you could go back to the old days, and you could have Mike Sweetney and Othella,
James
and then
Jones.
complain. Yeah. So remember those days?
No, I think, but I don't. Come on now, when they play low, you just spelled out when they play low how he is. But when he does play good,
low in a game 6 in the second round. Let's roll the dice in the second round instead of being another team that doesn't get a lottery pick. They don't let us get a lottery pick, and then we don't get a good enough good draft decision. So I'm all right here. I'm not complaining.
Fair enough. But hold on, real quick, Rage Man. But when was the last time we saw that game 7 at the Garden? That's my point. Like, is it 95? Me and Don, we looked it up, but yeah,
I can't remember. I gotta sit down and think.
Do you remember that the Pacers game 7, 95 against the Knicks?
When you and Mr. Figaro?
Yeah.
My pops took me to that game. I was at that game. That was a Sunday night. I remember.
Wow.
It was a Sunday
Look
afternoon.
it up. I remember Monday going to school and all my friends making fun of me.
Hold on.
It was a Sunday afternoon.
You went to a game at the Garden.
Afternoon game. Yeah.
How was that shit?
That was the loudest place I ever. I remember that was the loudest place I ever saw in my life. Like we didn't sit the whole game. Like no one sat. We just stood up on the chair. I was on the chair the whole time and I was just watching the game. Never sat.
Yo,
no
that's
hat.
Crazy.
I don't remember I probably used the bathroom maybe, but I don't remember doing nothing else except watching the game. And I remember
that's crazy.
That train ride was mad quiet. Like people were real quiet. That's back in the day when the train was like right up, like it was the old Garden. It was a Sunday afternoon game. I remember going to that game.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It was a Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah, it was in '95, I think.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt the Knicks talk, but can we go back to the Lakers and you talking about the which I was just it'll be crazy if they win a championship. How would it be crazy if they win a championship? The West has been weak and unproven the whole year. The West been weak the whole year. In the East, who's the Boston? They unproven. Philly, they shaky. Isn't that?
No,
Boston about to go back. How is Boston unproven? They about to go to almost
last year.
Boston
and they shit their pants. What are you talking about? They shitting their pants this series.
But that's not being unproven.
So how would it be impossible for the Lakers to win a chip? Ain't no elite team. Ain't nobody. Solid
this
elite
isn't
team. Maybe besides Denver. I'll give you Denver.
This
Denver, they shouldn't really beat Denver, but the matchups could go crazy. I don't understand how y'all think that would be a.
Yo, Mel, do you go somewhere and like you take a shot or something and like you go? Cause you flip flop, bro. Like Rage Man you and Rage Man just agreed that it was crazy that they beat Memphis in the first place. So how was it crazy they beat Memphis in the first round?
How was it crazy they missing their 2 best players? How was that crazy?
Because they're an
Anyway,
inferior team, bro. Still.
I didn't.
Yo,
That's
they
not my
have
point, Mel.
two superstars. That is not crazy.
That is not my point. My point is you said it was crazy to beat Memphis, and now you're saying
I didn't
why
say it
would
was
it be
crazy.
out?
I've been had them. I didn't say it was crazy.
Anyway, Beloved
Raisman
made a
said it was
great point.
crazy.
Beloved made a great point. If the Lakers win the way they are, the way my whole lifetime watching basketball, the way AD's in and out, up and down, you don't know what's he's going to bring into a playoff series. The way LeBron is 38 years old, that's not the recipe for a championship, bro.
Yo,
So
look,
if they
I'm
win
not.
for me, I'd be impressed.
Yeah, I said it when they made the trade. The last time LeBron traded the whole team, same thing happened. He went to the finals. He traded D Wade, Isaiah Thomas, traded all them niggas for Jordan
2018.
Clarkson, all of them, and went to the finals. This is what LeBron do. I wouldn't be surprised. Ain't no like, oh, the league got it pat. No.
I'm
Nobody
not.
predicted Giannis getting hurt. That's unpredictable. That ain't got nothing to do with the Lakers going to the finals.
That's not what he said.
But I'm just
But
saying,
that's
y'all saying it's made for them. No, some shit is happening. It's just like nobody's like
But who
some
said it
shit.
was
The
made for
No,
them?
universe just
I
can't
never
stop
that's
said
not what
for
he
it.
that, brother.
said.
You're
That's not what
arguing
he
with
said,
your
bro.
like. I don't know what the point you're making.
Oh,
I
he's
never
arguing with
said that.
Range Man. Yeah, he's arguing with me. That's not Beloved's
Oh.
point. Yeah, because they
My
go back
point
and
is,
forth all the time.
my point is, I think that I predicted on the show. I mean, on Allball on IG, I predicted that they would beat Memphis because Memphis lost Steven Adams, and it's just a free ride to the basket. So it's just like they lost their interior heart. So I thought they were going to beat the Lakers, but I think after the trade, I think they should have moved up. If the Lakers would have started with this team the whole season, I think they would have finished at least 4 or 5 in the West, maybe 4 or 5 in the West. But to beat the number one seed, Denver, the way Denver was consistent all year. Remember, Denver was consistent all year. They all got hurt. They went on that 5-game losing streak. They all got healthy. They didn't look back since. And especially when Porter came back, people talk about Jamal Murray. When Porter came back fully healthy, and when he gives you that 18, they super tough to beat.
Yeah,
They are super tough to
yeah.
beat. Him giving you the 18, but I don't think if they can pass Golden State, okay, I'm still okay. They beat Golden State. They did what they had to do. They got game one, and then they said we'll fight from here. But if they beat Denver, with Denver having home court advantage, that's going to be very surprising. You don't think that'd be a
Yo,
surprising to beat Denver
Yeah,
fully healthy?
I said last night if Denver lose to LA, that's a big L on Jokic. I wouldn't if they lost to the Warriors again. I wouldn't even fuck them. I mean, they lost last year to them in the first round, so practically the same teams. But if they lose to this inferior team, I don't care what nobody say. This team not no championship team. All the free throws, the fact that they were 13th, then they jumped up to 7th. They didn't win all those games off skill. They look at the free throws, man. Look at the free throw disparity. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Like if this inferior team beat this team, like it's nuts, crazy.
Yo, how you say? Look at the free throw difference. Golden State took 58 threes one game. How you think they
And
came
they
to the
No,
line?
he's
also
talking about the season, brother. He's talking about the whole
and
season.
wait a minute,
He's talking about when they were in 13th and moved up to 7th. He's not talking about
I'm
the
not
Golden
talking
State
about. He
series.
said the free throws. You talking about
Yeah,
the
no,
years
he's
of
saying
Golden State.
along the
all the way
way.
from
He's saying
I'm talking about
all the
from
way.
the 13th to now, but we can talk
He's
about the series too.
All
Golden
right.
State in one of these games, they shot probably like one of the top 10 lowest amount of free throws in NBA history in one of these games. They shot like 6 free throws.
You do know, you as a journalist, you should know this. There was only like a 1-game difference between like the 6th and 13th seed. So how are you? That wasn't nothing crazy, bro. What are you like? What?
No, that still moves the needle.
It
That
is
is a
still
lot.
nuts that you're
No, it's
Because
not, bro.
you're completely
through
out
the
of playing
season,
contention. You get
whole season,
practically a whole nother roster, and still again the free throws, and you're in 7th.
No, not I play contention. It sound crazy, but that's only 2. That's a 2-game winning streak. You can go from 13th to 9 in one night. Like wasn't like they won 10 games in a row. That was the situation, bro.
Yeah, that's true. But Beloved made a great point. That home court advantage, yo, Denver is the only city that got like a football home court advantage. Like they're being in Denver, it means something. It makes a difference on the game. There's no other city in basketball that can happen in, right? The air is different and all that. That's crazy. I never even
that
thought
in
about that until
Utah,
Beloved just said that.
You got,
they
I mean,
Utah
that's
too?
altitude, but you
I
got
know.
other
Utah.
the way climate impacts. That's everywhere, but
Maybe
altitude,
Minnesota.
that's
I
a
think
real
Minnesota.
difference.
Like
I'm gonna try to go
Denver,
to the game if they play Denver though. If Lakers play Denver, I'm trying to go to one of that game.
you gotta go to that. You gotta go to that. Big jokers in there. Yo, but beloved, Utah and Minnesota is like Denver.
I didn't say Minnesota. I said Utah with the
Utah, yeah,
atmosphere.
Utah.
I didn't say
Utah is
Minnesota.
like that.
Yeah, the
I never
atmosphere.
heard that.
Yeah, when you play Utah, the air is different.
They
Denver,
logos is the mountains. Some niggas is up in the
the,
mountains.
Denver, Utah. But I like
But
I said, like let's, first of all, we got to get there first. But if think about this now, Lakers win. The Lakers win. Series starts Monday. The Lakers lose. Series starts Wednesday. So if the Lakers lose and they got Game 7, they get through that. Whoever's playing Denver, you giving Denver 6 days rest.
right.
Almost 7 full days
That's
rest.
nuts, bro. Like,
That's
come
crazy. You
on, man.
ain't. And
But
There's
that go
come
no,
both
on, man.
ways. Sometimes teams come out rusty. Sometimes they come out fire.
there,
You never know how that
Yeah,
there's
goes.
I
almost
rolled
no
a.
back. And again, I'm not trying. I'm trying to sound as objective as I can. I'm just spitting out facts. Like the back-to-backs in playoffs are essentially they erased. Don't you think this would benefit a 38-year-old to get some rest?
Yeah, definitely. This hurts. This goes against the Lakers. That's the whole point. That's why
Right.
beloved is saying, bro, for them to go to the chip with this schedule, you got to go to Denver. That's a lot for old LeBron and AD, who's in and out of the lineup. That's a lot for them. I would be thoroughly impressed if they get past Denver like that. Like the big joker to me, he's been amazing. He's answered every call I've been questioning
It's
him.
not the same as 2020. They honestly, the Denver, they supposed to sweep these. I'm going to say they supposed to sweep this team. This is a superior team. I don't care what nobody says.
I seen this on the meme. Can I ask you a question, Rage Man? They were saying like a lot of people discredit the bubble, which is you one of them, I think, right?
I don't. Let me preface that. I don't discredit the bubble because the Lakers won. No matter who won, I was going to discredit it because it's not the same as any other NBA season.
True.
But
all right.
I have a question about that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
The Lakers and the Miami almost got the same team, and they both one game away from getting to the finals again, the conference finals.
Say it again. Say
Lakers do not. The Lakers don't have the same team. They didn't have like three different teams.
Not the same. Not my bad. Not the Lakers the same
team.
They
had like three different teams.
The roster is nowhere near the same.
What means something?
It means something. It means something. I mean, for
I don't hear the question. What was the question?
I think. Hold on, Rage Man. I think because you go in and out, Mel. I think his question is Miami having the same or similar team from that bubble ring, right? When they appeared in the finals, and they're they got one game away from going to the conference finals. They were one shot away from making the finals last year. Right. To say that the bubble ring doesn't factor, how can you say that when Miami still had a level of success since then? That's Mel's point. Am I right, Mel?
Oh,
yeah. You said it better than I did.
Well, I don't think that you can't. The reason why I don't really discredit the bubble ring that much is because everybody had to play. It wasn't just certain. They didn't handpick. Like everyone said it's the craziest season. Like players had to make adjustments. Yes, that is a correct statement. But every player had to make adjustments. Every team had to make the adjustment. So why would you discredit that? We all went through the same thing. It's not like some teams didn't have to go in quarantine and some teams did. Everybody had to go into quarantine. Everybody had to do the same thing. I don't think it was different, like so different where like the ring shouldn't count. I don't discredit the ring. I think a ring is
at all. So you away from your family. Matter of fact, beloved,
I think it was harder by being in the bubble, away from your family, confined in one designated area for so many days. That's hard. So to withstand all of that in that bubble, and like you said, everybody went in that. Everybody had the same opportunity. To me, that was harder. All because of what we was going through in society with the COVID-19 and all that. So that in itself was extremely hard.
Yo, peace out, y'all. I gotta go coach and all that. So, peace.
Yo, beloved, thanks for stopping through, bro.
You do your thing, boy. Beloved, always.
Yeah, man.
Hey, beloved, you gotta come to Riverbank one day, man. Bring the team up there.
But he dropped off. But your boss, man, Mel made a good point the other day too. I gotta start getting going myself. He played, like we mentioned, he played at the Garden. Mel, you can tell the story. Then you have to go upstate. The Garden was different because you got tickets for your family. And then said the next round was upstate.
Yeah. So in the Garden, everybody get tickets. and these tickets is kind of well, it wasn't expensive back then. Like everybody go, your whole neighborhood, community, your friends. I was Queens kid on the Bronx team, so I'm inviting everybody. Brooklyn, Queens, right? But when you win, you go upstate to Glen Floors, and it's
Right.
only you and like the athletic director and the principal, and there's nobody else that go to the game.
Wow.
So it's
So he was comparing that. He was comparing that to the bubble.
To the bubble.
He was
Yes.
saying like,
right.
he was
It's
saying like, yo,
nobody cheering you on, nobody. That extra 6 man is a thing. It's just like that, and you somewhere you ain't never been. It's cold up there. It's like, you feel me? It was just different. Like,
and imagine how many parents didn't want their kids to go, man.
right.
You know, you have to take, and we don't know who was sick, who wasn't sick. Now, if you're sick, that just messed up the whole entire dynamics of the whole team. Now,
imagine.
Wow, man. Kudos to you,
imagine,
Mel, you know.
How many, boss man, that's a crazy point. Because all right, if somebody gets sick on a regular day like that, we never heard of a pandemic. Imagine if anybody sneezed in the bubble in Disney. Yo, that's crazy.
Because
everybody looking at you like,
they not
for at least 3 days.
Remember, they said Giannis' brother had COVID when he went to the finals, and they kept it quiet because that means they would have had to sit Giannis down.
Yeah.
But that shit is on the low.
Mind you, these
See,
dudes,
stuff like that's so wrong, man. You know, when it come out like that, yes, we understand you want to win and all that. But to what expense? To my health? Because we don't go inside playing basketball. Here's my chart of everything that's wrong with me.
Facts.
You know, so I'm substantive. I can get
chart before you get on the court.
Nah, no, hold on, boss man. You giving that away? You be going to NYU?
No. But it's some scary stuff, man. It's really, really scary, man. And that's what makes this is why I love this platform so much, because there's no story. We talk about everything. It's like CNN. We talk about medicine, health, family, basketball, injured players and all that. We laugh, we joke, we find things seriously, and then we come back to reality. This is all life stuff we're talking about, man. So the platform you put together for all these brothers and sisters to be on, man, and meeting all these people is doing great things inside their own communities. That's the thing I like, man. Because we don't know what we don't really know what the next person is doing unless we hear it from on this platform here.
You saw somebody say it's happening from the Philippines.
Yeah, that was amazing, man.
Bro, when I was on, that started the channel. We were talking about hip hop. We were talking about Nas. Somebody kept commenting back and forth from Argentina. So I was like, yo, how you understanding this? He's like, yo, I just put the subtitles in. I'm like, oh shit. So I speak Spanish. But at the same time, me and my man, he didn't speak Spanish. So it was after I saw that, I'm like, yo, this YouTube shit is crazy. Remember, YouTube is really Google.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we could take it to another level.
Hey,
I got distracted. I just got distracted right now. Oh Lord, man, have mercy, boss man. Be careful out here in these streets, boss man.
I'm staying home. I ain't going nowhere.
Nah, she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that. That was like a shining star just walking by. What's up, fellas?
Hey Mel, I know I said it'll be egregious if they win, but at the same time, I would be. I got the whole conspiracy side, but I would be shocked if they won, and in an oppressed way too. I would be shocked.
The Lakers?
Yes.
That's crazy.
7th seed play in and win, like that's wild, bro.
One thing about these games, and I know you guys know, college and pros is totally different. You win one game, that's it. The best team doesn't always win in college. You just played that simpler time. In the pros, you got a 7-game series. 9 out of 10, the best team's going to win that 7-game series.
Yeah.
It's just a fact, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially healthy. Yeah, especially healthy.
Yeah.
I have a question. Why did they change the format? Remember, at one time it was like 3 games, 5 games, 7 games. I used to like that.
Yeah, I don't think 7 came to like late 90s or like 2000s in the first round, right?
It was going too fast. So you want people to go to cities to spend money inside that city.
Facts, yeah.
You know, hotels and all that stuff. You got the media has to travel and things like that. So I believe that's the reason why they did that. You know, you want to stretch,
It was just in the. I think it was always 7
but
though.
also
It
you
was
got to.
just wasn't in the first round, right?
No, it was 5. It was best out of 5, right? The best out of 3 one time, best out of 5 now, and that was the
Right.
best out of 7 because
Mm.
the money you want that. The money also players like to play back-to-back games. They don't like
Yeah.
that back-to-back games. It's too much on the way. They said it's too much on the way into everybody.
And also the gambling,
That's where all that comes
aspects of
into
that.
play.
The gamblers know about the back-to-backs and the scheduling and all that. They all that factors into this. So your conspiracy theories, Rage, man, I don't take them. I don't just flick them away like that. I never throw them out because all that, if you look into the tennis gambling scandals, you look into the soccer gambling scandals, these are
If you can bet
international
on
scandals.
something, if you can bet on it, it's manipulated. Like,
Right, but remember, we just started being able to bet on basketball in New York.
yeah.
They starting to really play with FanDuel being on your ESPN stream. That shit is new.
Yeah.
They used to
Yeah.
used to have Al Michaels and remember the Greek? What's his name? Boss man back in the day, the Greek.
I know
yes.
Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy
the
yes.
Greek. That was kind of like toyed with. But Al Michaels, every time Al Michaels does a show, if you listen to him, he's saying some gambling shit on the low. But he can't. That was never on Front Street because that wasn't legal. But remember, Al Michaels could be in any given city. If he's in New York, how the hell you gambling, dog? Why you worried about the over under right now?
You got to see.
if
You
you
got to
go-
see the untold referee story about that. It's untold. I forgot the name of it. I saw a
It went
little
on
bit of it.
Netflix.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Yo,
and they
hold
talk
on,
about
boss
the
man.
gambling.
On the
They
West
talk
Coast,
about that, man.
there's no FanDuel. We got you gotta use other apps. I use Bovada, so it's like the same as Vegas.
Yeah, Bovada, DraftKings, all those. But
There's a bunch of them.
even
Hold on, Rage man.
flip-
Hold on, Rage man. What's the document? What's the documentary, boss man?
It's about the referee. It's about the referees. I forgot the name of it, but I know it's something with refs. And they talk about it. Talks
With
about
Tim
gambling.
Donaghy.
Yes, that's what. Yes. You got to see that, man. I'm gonna finish watching it, man.
Yo, they just announced the Washington Commanders got sold to Josh Harris. So the Redskins got sold. The old Redskins team, they're now the Commanders. They got sold to the
Commandos. Yeah.
To Josh Harris. I gotta look up who that is.
And
Wow.
not to switch it to football. I mean, you got teams like the Steelers who've been like they pretty associated like with mob tie. Like even before bets were involved with sports, you had organizations that compromised the outcome of games. So it's not far fetched at all.
Right. And remember the mob changed like the lottery, what you see now with the lottery, that shit was all on the street. It was numbers. So
Yeah.
once they got too popular, the government just said, you know what, fuck that. They playing it anyway. Might as well take some of that tax money, whatever it is. So
That's all.
but that documentary, boss man, you gotta be careful. Because there was a guy on Twitter, he actually dispelled all those rumors. Because Tim Donaghy was lying about a bunch of shit. Because matter of fact, speaking of the mob, he was fucking with a mobster. So he got caught up. And then somebody on Twitter said, yo, he lied about this, he lied about this, he lied about this. And they got it all drawn out. So, but to your point, bro,
I think it's
where
the fact
there's smoke, there's
yeah,
fire.
exactly.
Come
When
on
you got
now.
a ref, when you got somebody that's that entrenched within the league, that's a whistleblower. I mean, everything not gonna be the truth, but the fact, like you said, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yes, when it's smoke, when it's fire.
And people think he was the only person. Once they got rid of him, it just stopped.
Well, what it was again, I just finished talking about the back-to-back games. So when the player is tired. So if I'm a referee and you're doing the games, right, I'm gonna say, yo, man, I'm gonna bet on this game because I know LeBron and what's name is tied. Love is tied right now because they're playing a tough team. So you're bound to win that. It's stuff that we just don't think about. That's all.
And what's the first thing you do, boss man? If you know LeBron is tired on the back-to-back, I ain't calling no fouls. Let him play 40 minutes. You ain't going on that bench, Bron. I got a parlay going on here.
But you're definitely right, and that's why one of the most powerful and profound movie to me in life is The Godfather. It tells you about this stuff, man. How
I've
he's getting
never
involved
seen
with them.
those movies in the full. I've never seen neither part in full.
You got to watch Godfather 1.
No guy.
You gotta watch it, man. I mean, you don't have to watch it, but it's
Nah,
definitely.
I want to watch it. I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. I've never seen any of those movies in full.
Yes.
The Godfather is like it. Like just watch it, bro, because it teaches you so many. And remember, and read the book. The Mario Puzo, he wrote The Godfather, and there's another book called The Sicilian. The Sicilian is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as crazy. But when you watch The Godfather, there's so many principles of life that you learn.
Yeah.
Like that Michael Corleone's transition in life is just so ill because that could have been anyone.
Yeah.
Just sitting there like I'm gonna be a good dude, and all of a sudden, no, that car wasn't played for you, dog. Like this is what it meant to be.
Yeah.
And you see it, like you see the character traits. Boss Man's right, bro. The mob had a major play in this country and in the world. And The Godfather spells it out for you. And they weren't put it to you like this. This will give you more of a reason to watch. The word mafia is only mentioned one time throughout throughout those movies. Once. Because they got a couple mobsters to in court. No, in the script, in the movie.
Oh, in the movie, yes.
Oh, in the courtroom. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's only mentioned one time. Because they had a couple mobsters go in when they were doing the film and read over the script like, nah, take all those words out. All right, you can put it right here. Somebody lost their life. There was a mobster dude that was like how you say an Italian revolutionary or Italian how you say an activist.
Yeah.
He got popped in Columbus Circle over this shit.
Mm.
So the movie itself, it changed Hollywood. It saved Hollywood. Everything about The Godfather is historical.
Yes.
Okay.
It's meaning behind everything they're talking about, man. Even with the family, Michael Corleone. I'm not even gonna tell you because you have to see it. But the stuff he couldn't touch with his father, why he had to go to Sicily and all this to protect the name and all that. How he had to go get the brother from Sicily so he can be righteous. How he had the senator set the senator up, set him up good.
Yo,
set him up so
Boss
good.
Man, I don't know if you read The Sicilian.
I didn't read that.
If you love The Godfather, they got a portion in the book with Salvatore Giuliano. He's the gangster. There's a scene where he's looking at Michael Corleone in the water in Italy. I said, yo, this motherfucker's ill, man. Mario Puzo is fucking dope. I read that book in like 3 days, and I don't read that fast. I can barely finish books. That book, that shit was dope.
Wow,
I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Hell yeah.
Okay. I think I heard of this book once before too. Like, okay, I gotta check it out.
There's a movie and it's trash.
Okay.
It's trash.
Okay.
Yeah. But yo, fellas, I gotta get going. I gotta go to 14th Street.
Boss man. This is good, man. You guys, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep supporting each other, man.
For sure.
Keep praising each other. And I know at times we going on. You know what's so good? And I'm gonna keep saying this good about this platform. We don't know what the next man is going through right now. By getting on this platform right now, it just helps us along the way with our life. Along the way, just for a little while. Because you might inspire me to do something great, right? Whatever it may be. You might have, snap. I could take what you said and use that in the context with one of my kids. Oh, snap. That makes sense. Maybe I overreacted to my wife, whatever it may be. So things like this is so meaningful, man. It's so powerful and profound, man, And Rock Mel, man, I love it, man, because today everybody was jumping in your back, but you stood your ground. And that's what it's about. That's what you believe. You have to respect that. Bro. You didn't get off, you didn't say, forget y'all, da. You said, nah, I'm going to take it. I listen what you guys said. What happened? It's a difference between listening and hearing. You heard it, but you wasn't listening. When Fab said you got to listen to what people are saying. I'm not saying you wasn't. I'm just using that for an example. That's all. And I'm just saying you came back strong. Say, okay. My thing is, you notice when somebody's right, you said they're right. That's fine. We don't take this personal. That's what I'm talking about. It's just conversation.
Hey Mel, if you ever drop a YouTube channel, bro, I'm gonna be one of your first subs, bro.
Hey man,
I got a YouTube channel. I just don't know.
He got 3,800 subscribers, Rage Man.
Damn, for real, bro.
Yes. Dog, listen.
Man? Y'all got to get together, man, and find out how you can make these one station so powerful.
Right.
That everybody can just
come
on.
This is it.
You got to connect. You got to do like Amazon. You got to make this like Amazon.
That's the goal.
You got to make this
like Amazon. Like Player's Choice for real, man.
Yeah, not better than them because they ain't got there's no sauce to them. This sauce ain't really that ain't this. That ain't this, dog. No offense. Hate to break it to y'all, but some of y'all really can't get chicks. But that's not my point.
Facts.
and I'm retired, by the way. I'm retired.
Man.
But Allball TV. So Mel, I gotta Google it and send it to you because when you tap in, I should be able to stream this to your shit. So some way, somehow, every time we get on, boom, it blasts out. Remember, Dom is in LA. So imagine if you got two dudes. Remember, you and Dom got over 3,000 subscribers. That's gonna bang out. So that's the goal, boss man, is having more people like this. When Zach comes on, yo,
Exactly.
start pushing it.
You
Because
heard
you
my
have to
heart.
remember,
You heard my heart.
the more viewers see this, you're gonna get sponsors say, listen, I want to sponsor this right here. I want to sponsor this. I want to do
That's
this.
the goal.
And that's what you do, man. You gotta stop being separate. I'm not saying, I'm just using this for an example.
Facts.
You're powerful together. Powerful.
Yeah. I just subbed to your channel, bro.
I'm gonna sub back to yours, crazy man.
But listen, guys, you guys have a good day, man. Do what y'all do, man.
Yeah, I want to say, even though I argue, maybe talking crazy, it's never nothing personal. It's just a passion about the game.
Oh no, bro, it's still passion, bro. It be this sometimes, bro, but it's all right.
And in conclusion, I still don't think John Stockton will be averaging no 25 points.
You keep
I'm
saying
gonna prove it to you.
Points.
No, he could. I'm gonna prove it to him, boss man. Watch. I'm gonna prove it to him. You're gonna sit down. You'll see. And boss man, I appreciate you coming on and reminding me of that because sometimes we forget and we get caught up. But for you to say that, see, we're all a little bit older. So someone like Rage Man, we don't know how it's gonna affect him. Maybe he don't know. Like you might say one thing and all of a sudden it zaps you out, and that's all you fucking need because we know so many people. You know what it is in life? We know that about that sliding doors effect. Yo, if I made a left that day, that shit is real. I could have been in jail, could have been anywhere. Like anything could have happened to you. So every time I think we should end the show like that. Like we just doing this to take some, some time out of your day and hopefully inspire you. So I appreciate when you say that, boss man.
Because
so boss man,
usually this time I'm outside, but I want to be a part of this. I ain't going outside. I don't have nothing to go outside for. I don't mind doing this. I don't mind learning and listening from you guys. I love it.
You know, I'm outside now. I'm in Madison Square Park right now, just chilling.
Listen, you better humble. Your wife looking for you. I know that.
Bro, when
no, she ain't off work yet.
Gonna be the first people I hit up.
When?
I don't know when, but again, I don't know. I can't put a date on it. But when I come to New York, I'm popping out and outside for sure.
We all in the same borough. We good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Boss man, thank you for showing up. Rockstar Mel, thank you for being annoying as usual. Rage man, thank you for living up to your name.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Allball, Zach, Dime Dropper, Turbo, of course. Nick Pillow in the comments. Beloved, he made his first afternoon appearance.
Yeah.
Who else was in here? Nick Pillow, Dime, Phoenix Plays E, Smiles for Cupcakes. I saw you. I appreciate it. If I forgot your name, I'm sorry.
Man, cool. Have a good one, bro.
We doing Monday and probably going live this weekend. Boss man, always appreciate you, dog.
Likewise. Peace.
Peace.